Hello, and welcome back to yet another Panel Pals. I'm Skull Ryan.
And I'm MN Stash.
And today, mate, we've got a bloody good one because we're discussing what many believe to be the best incarnation of Batman. Because we're going through Batman, Arkham Asylum, the video game.
Yeah, it's celebrated his 75th anniversary, was it? When it came out?
I believe so.
Yeah, so
and then recently, just like last
one
month.
Big thing.
Yeah, it was a massive one. And then just last month, there was the 15-year anniversary of this game.
I feel old yet?
Nah, I do remember when it come out, and it was pretty good. Me and my mate in high school would just go around this and just fucking slaughter it, mate.
Yeah, with me, it was more like I wanted the game because I saw it on YouTube, and then I was a kid, I was stupid, so I got Arkham City. I was like, when does this part happen? And I was like, constantly wondering when am I going to get to this?
Oh, it's going to flash back to the asylum any minute now.
And then I realized, like, a solid several hours later, I'm like, oh, wait, Arkham City and Asylum are two separate names.
As mistakes go, you could have gone worse, mate. City, I would say, is pretty friggin' good. Yeah. This is better than that YouTuber said it was.
But even just, I thought it was interesting how you can even make an argument that Arkham Asylum is sort of like its own thing from the rest.
Absolutely,
just even with their
I'm
own
glad
lore.
you've mentioned it, mate. This could have been just a one-off adventure for Batman.
Plus, even the character bios says a lot as well, considering Hush was in one of them. It's like he's still Tommy Elliott.
And the Hugo Strange one is like, he figured out that Bruce Wayne was Batman, and then in the next game, you're like, oh my god, this guy knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. But yeah, stuff that like doesn't come up later.
Or even just like that one pain in the ass Easter egg showing Arkham City's blueprints. And they hit it so well, didn't they have to show people where it was because it's like no one understood? What were they thinking? What were they thinking putting an Easter egg that difficult to find? Like it's been like it's established as soon as you blow shit up that it's like, okay, the wall has to have this. So no one's gonna
be fragile.
Yeah, and you have to be so precise by doing the three on top of each other. No one's gonna do that by mistake. Like it's just never gonna happen.
And then they toned it down in City, didn't they? Because like it's a bit more bindable.
Even
using
the
cryptographic shit on the boat.
Highlighted in the first one.
Yeah, they don't. I've spotted that. I've been playing it recently, and I keep thinking, why isn't the door orange?
Yeah, so you can barely find where you're supposed to go. I thought it was cool though. Like some of the doors have like Batman's silhouette on it. It looks like Batman's silhouette.
Yeah. Like the
design. I got a question for you.
Ooh.
Because there's a lot of villains, obviously, in Arkham Asylum.
There is.
Which one, besides the Clown Prince of Crime, was your favorite one?
I think it'd have to be Scarecrow. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't advertise him at all leading up to it. It was a surprise he was in there. And he's got the most memorable like levels, really, doesn't he? Stealthing around a huge scarecrow.
Seen his parents?
Oh, that bit, mate. The bit where it glitches out and you think your game's broke because of the fear gas. That was legend. And suddenly you're walking Batman through to his cell.
And then it says use the middle stick to dodge the bullet.
Yeah, the cheeky bastard.
You think someone was like looking at
hit run?
You think someone was like looking at their controller, just thinking, what the?
Yeah. Maybe like the Dreamcast, mate.
Like one person, I think, thought that their save actually corrupted, and then restart.
Restart the game, yeah, mate.
Felt so bad for him. And then imagine when he gets back to that point again, he's like, for fuck's sake, just keeps restarting. In an endless cycle of just that same mission, just screwing him over.
Yeah. Takes it back to GameStop. It's like, you sold me a bad copy. Who was your favorite villain?
That's not.
That's not.
Starts tickling the employee like in the fucking end mission. Well, I mean, let's think. Bane wasn't that much of a good fight, but he's cool as fuck, and I like.
We'd already done a Bane fight in the Titan fight, hadn't we? Really?
Yeah, it's
like
the
the
same
mechanics
thing.
were the same.
But it is cool though when you die and he like in the death cutscene he breaks your back. I think that was always cool.
I like Killer Croc's one where he eats
I
it.
was just about to say like, oh yeah, I was gonna say Killer Croc was probably my favorite.
Yeah, that bit
Because
genuinely, even to this day, you know, where you're like stealthing through his lair,
yeah,
that still gets you a bit like, oh shit, I need to be careful here.
even like when I last played it, I think I just tried to run into the water to see what would happen.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, and he like grabs up from under, don't he? If you run for too long on the use the line launcher, it leaves no trace.
Oh, but then sometimes because it's always like a certain point where he jumps out, like a checkpoint.
Yeah.
So I remember one time I tried and I wasn't paying attention, and I just line launched it right into him. All I can think about is when he drags you in, is like that fucking guy from the B movie going, "Oh, poo on her," and he's like screaming as Killer Croc drags you into the sewer.
While we're on the subject of Killer Croc, how the hell was that Batman's fault? What happened to Scarecrow? When he comes back in night, he's like, Gotham's protector will pay for what he did to me. What? Saving you from fucking Killer Croc?
He was gonna rip you in half.
Yeah, and it wouldn't even be difficult. He's like a stick. He's anorexic in Arkham Asylum.
I love when Scarecrow stabs you with like the 20th injection. He's like, "That's enough to drive 10 men insane. What are you?"
Yeah, and he's shitting himself in it.
I love how like Batman's just a human who can, for some reason, take that much dosage of fear toxin and not react.
Sick. Did you know during the final Scarecrow segment where like there's a showdown with all the skeletons, if you just spray explosive gel on the floor and detonate it, it'll kill them all in one, including the Titan.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they're just skeletons? Who do they got?
Yeah, it's like one punch knocks them down because they're skeletons. So even like, well, the Titan, if you just jump out the way and he runs into a wall, that'll kill him.
But I even found the other day that like the explosive gel, I'm pretty sure, like the sound effect was like from a whipped cream can. Could you imagine if them just like just recording that shit?
Kevin Conroy comes in with the whipped cream. Maybe they'll just do it all together.
I still think it's funny that he does the bat every time.
Oh yeah, he's just being cute, isn't he? Like, he's a serious fella. It's like, you know, he loves what he does. Yeah, he does a massive one. Yeah,
there was
so
no
Batman's like, he is having fun. He could have just done like a spray when he's fighting Poison Ivy, for example, and he sprays it on the plant. He just does like a whipped cream thing.
He's like, wait a second, Ivy, and then just has to draw the bat. He's like, fuck, missed up the ear, and he does it again. He like wipes it off.
And even in the other ones where you play as Robin does an R as well, so he's in on it too.
I wish Nightwing did the bird thing. Could you imagine how cool it would be?
Yeah.
Did you like Clayface's Easter egg thing? I always thought that was like one of my favorite ones in the game.
It was a clever use of it because then you don't have to make a model for Clayface here.
He is pretty. Yeah, that's true. But he is pretty stupid because Batman like looks at him and he's Gordon. He goes up the stairs, comes down, and now he's Cash. It's like obviously Batman's gonna know that something's wrong.
He was only ever Cash for me because then he starts talking about being like, you thought I was the warden for a second there. And I was like, no, didn't you? What? You've been Aaron Cash the whole time.
You think he just tries to gaslight Batman?
He should have become like Bruce Wayne or something. He's like, get me out of here quick.
He goes up to like the warden and he just starts like cowering in the corner because of all the gaslighting going on.
Yeah, Batman locks the gate with him in there. He's like, no, I'm not going back on there.
He throws him into Clayface's cell, and he's like, okay, one of you was lying. and I'm going to find out.
Has he got a skeleton if you detective mode him?
No, he's hollow inside.
Oh.
Just like
foreshadowing,
Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
And
Did you like in that same building, if you go up the stairs, you see that random fucking freak that's like breathing heavy in the straight jacket?
Isn't
he
he
won
from?
A contest?
Yeah, he's a fan, isn't he?
Yeah, could you imagine? They're like, oh, sick! I'm gonna be in Arkham Asylum, and you get that.
Yeah, you're like, well, maybe they'll make me Robin. Maybe. No, mate.
I would have just
like,
rather that, like in a cutscene or something, at least just Batman breaks my arm or something. Anything but that.
Oh, that would have been sick. I'd love that.
Did you ever hear about?
Was his name on Harley's list as well? You know when Batman like motorboats Harley and takes a list from its tits. It's got like Basil Karlo and like Scarecrow and shit and Bane. And then there's a name on there that is another fan. I don't know if it's the same bloke though.
I do love though when at the end when you get the Guard of Honor, or right before the Guard of Honor when you get the list, and he's trying to like go through the names, and it's just the actual clipboard. It just says Batman on it, like written in fucking.
Oh yeah, it's like B Bane. No.
Batman! You're the Guard of Honor.
Do you fight those guys, or do you just walk past?
I fought them all.
Yeah, me too. Again, explosive gel. Floor, wall. Detonate.
I do love how their hats can fly off as well. Did you ever hear about the anti-piracy measures they took for this game?
No, go on.
So like, Batman's cape would basically like open and close whenever he's like gliding. Sometimes he couldn't glide. So there'd be a certain point where you couldn't really reach this thing.
Oh, that is.
I think there'd be sometimes like a grappling hook would get caught onto like an invisible thing, and it would just keep going and going. I remember someone was complaining like about, oh, I can't get past this mission of the game. It's like, oh yeah, because you didn't buy it.
Crafty mate. I remember like
I do miss like those little things.
Yeah. Like there was a game called Serious Sam once, and if you were pirating it, just this unkillable monster would just hunt you down. And that's sick.
Well, it'd probably get annoying for the developers working on a game for that long just to get pirated.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard also that the Mad Hatter was planned to appear as a villain, but it was like scrapped altogether.
It probably would have been just similar to the Scarecrow segments.
There would have been a maze,
like we saw in Arkham Origin. Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, like the hedge maze.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been boss actually. The Mad Hatter, not in particular, but where his Easter egg is. You know, where you solve the riddle and get his bio.
I need to be reminded.
It's in the botanical gardens, like by this lovely big fountain. And there's something about the botanical gardens before it gets wrecked by poison ivy that looks really nice to me. Like,
is it the green?
Walking through this Batman, you're like, this is fucking nice design in here.
I love just all the riddles you can solve in general are just class.
Yeah.
Even there's like Mad Dog. There's the Great White Shark, right? Was in
yeah, mate.
Ooh, stay away from Croc. I've
been playing it recently for the first time in like years, and as soon as the riddles are popping up, every time I enter a new room, I'm like, oh, I remember where that is. Getting all these Easter eggs.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Or there was
the care put into this. Oh yeah, mate. I love how when you first go through, you can see him with his toe tag, but after you complete the game, he's gone. Boss mate. But the thing is, this is obviously, it's meant to be where Batman takes all of his villains, and you can tell the people making the game thought everything through, the fact you can find the cells of villains that aren't even in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you can find the Calendar Man's cell, you can find Two-Face's cell. So, like, they thought out, well, they're not here right now.
It makes sense, and it makes the asylum feel proper. Like, it feels like it would be what it's supposed to be. Like, that's what, like, the Lego Arkham Asylum sets when I was a kid were always my favorite, because I love just having their cells as, like, in Lego was cool as.
Yeah. Like, this is where Batman puts them when he's done with them.
Yeah. Maybe they should switch it up, considering they escape every 2 seconds, but...
Well, yeah, maybe. Well, Blackgate's burned down. Maybe we should wall off a section of Gotham.
Maybe they should use old Gotham and wall it off, and maybe just
wall off Gotham and let them have a big gang war in the middle.
Yeah, just create like a giant prison inside the city.
Yeah, some kind of...
I'm thinking like...
Some kind of
Arkham name.
City. But... I got just the guy for the project.
There was a website called Arkham Care, and I never got to experience it. I was really sad about that.
They talk about that when you're going to save like Dr. Young and that from the X-ray room.
Go into
it says like
www.
So look at our care packages.
But there was like actual website.
Nice. I love shit like that, like in-universe stuff to make you feel like you're part of it.
Oh, did you ever see the I got it up here. Oh, it's so cool. It's got like Arkham Care. Even the most diseased minds can be cured. You got employee login. You got voice of Arkham. Click to listen. Is it like Quincy Sharp? You got the newsletter, patient care research. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I missed that.
Oh, it says here, just like the Arkham Care tie-in website lists its partners as Wayne Enterprises and Ace Chemicals.
Oh yeah, Ace Chemicals, lovely. But you know when the Batman came out, the movie,
the 2022 movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the website the Riddler told Batman to use? It was like El Rada, whatever it was called.
Yeah, was that real too?
Did you ever go onto it?
No.
There would be like a series of... It would be just like the film, like the website would look identical. And then the Riddler would talk to you and it would give you riddles. And if you solve them all, he sends you a file and it says like, know what I know. And it's all like all photos exposing the Waynes. I still got it on my laptop.
Nice. Do you remember when Cloverfield did shit like that? You had to do like a proper rabbit hole search to find out what the hell the monster was in Cloverfield.
It's something they should do more often because it's so cool.
The viral marketing.
Oh, could you imagine something like... Well, they did sort of do it for No Way Home with the Daily Bugle, but if they did it properly...
Yeah, I can't believe there's not an in-universe Daily Bugle like website we can go to get just random bullshit. They
had one, I don't know if it's still up, but there was one for No Way Home, and it had the shitty Pete brand.
There was one for The Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well, because it talks about Spider-Man fighting the Shocker at a bank.
Oh, the website's still up? It's still up.
I hope so.
The Daily Bugle. Spider-Man strikes again. But this is for like the MCU.
Cringe. Masked Marauder, aka Spider-Man, has attacked the power grid outside the city. What the hell have I found here? So many pictures.
Since when was Masked Marauder Spider-Man?
Oh, this is MCU because it's talking about the... Imagine when Daredevil defeated the Marauder before he fell into his teleporter shit. He unmasked him and it was Peter Parker.
Oh, we got to get out of the way, but how do you think Micah Sin fits into this?
Spider-Man crawl space, ASM2's Daily Bugle viral site, teasers, Smythe. No way, dude. How come? Yesterday when we discussed Spider-Man, we went on a big Arkham, like Batman tangent. Immediately now we're talking about Spider-Man instead. We're meant to be on about Arkham.
Be gone, fake fan. Alistair Smythe was already in the Amazing Spider-Man game.
Yeah. And
What do
so
you
was the
think?
Rhino. There's two Rhino.
In Arkham Asylum, where do you think Micah Sin fits into all of this? Oh, we said it off the call, didn't we? He's just kissing Cash's photo.
You know the Scarecrow segment where you see all the Batmans and one of them's eating a rat?
Yeah.
Well, his diet is so poor that it can only be Micah Sin. I'll tell you what I liked. Do you know, after every like main story mission, you can go to the visitor center and like have a word with the Joker about what's going on. He'll comment on the story.
I love how he's like also trying to like win you over with his love as well. I always found it like oddly eerie though. There was something about it that just always didn't sit right with me whenever I went into that building.
I think it's because it's first person, and you feel less. Yeah. You're like restricted. And then if you spin around, he does move. I think Batman's stupid for not realizing that that was actually Joker.
But then it's just like, also like you turn your back on him, and it feels so wrong to do that.
Yeah. And then the mannequin moves because that is the fellow. It's like a Night, isn't it? Where if you look at a billboard and then move the camera and then look back, and it'll suddenly be the Joker.
So does that mean the Joker just waits patiently the whole time?
He must just be sitting there, yeah. Chilling.
He quickly rushes over to like the other part of the, because it was in the same building, you know, when he's like talking to you through the intercom, and you can see him sitting on that throne of skeletons.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in the same building, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's in the back.
Behind the door that he blows up.
So he quickly runs like from back and forth. Oh no, Batman's coming, and he just jumps off the fucking throne just so he can put a TV on his head.
What was your favorite level?
Favorite level?
Yeah,
I mean, the Killer Croc one's so good.
Yeah.
It flips, like, it's weird because you're being hunted.
Oh, yeah, true. I hadn't considered that.
And, I mean, I never really, the thing was, like, the Scarecrow missions always put it, like, the pacing to a halt for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like all of a sudden, you're now hallucinating, where I was just, like, kicking someone in the head 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd probably go with the Killer Croc level. What would you go?
Well, I say I like the whole botanical garden, like the original venture in. But it probably would be Croc for like tension.
Oh, like even when you have to battle those two Titan thugs with Joker there, and you can see all the Titan the crates with like notes saying to Catwoman for some reason. I think it was one of them to Penguin.
Yeah, he's put like bow ties on them and everything.
Yeah,
little gifts. And
I just searched it up now. You are right. His name, the winner, was on the party list.
Oh, nice.
Did you also find it eerie? Because I was saying how what's it called again? When you go meet Joker to talk?
Yeah, like the visitor center.
Yeah, like I also find like the post game eerie when it's just you in the asylum and the whole thing is empty.
There is no one. Can you even see like cash in that?
Or no, the fireworks are going off, but like there's nothing.
That's terror, then, isn't it?
It's so creepy. Because especially when you're going through like old areas of the game and you're like, I'm alone in the sewers of Arkham. Not even Killer Croc is here. What if you like jump into the sewer? Like,
I like how night and city you can at least go back and talk to like people you've tied up and shit.
And like they have thugs going around.
Yeah. But yeah, at the end of the Asylum, it's just you. No one to punch, no one to counter, and you're just doing riddles. I'm one of them who I'll save the final boss for last. So, like, the second Poison Ivy goes down, riddles. The second I've defeated Ivy and Joker's, like, ready for me, I'm like, hang on a minute. I run around collecting.
Gotta go dox the Riddler for a second.
Yeah, and that was a pain in the ass in Night as well. Because like Scarecrow's like, come to me for your final humiliation. And I'm like, wait, I've still got 5 landmines to find. I've got.
It's so stupid. I hated the perspective one.
Yeah,
when you had to, like,
you got to line up the question mark.
It's so just tedious because before I even realized what I had to do, I was so confused by it as a kid, especially. No idea.
And it is finicky. I'm like, sometimes I'll line it up and I'll be like, that is clearly a question mark. I'll scan it. I go, not aligned. That's how the Riddler always wins. He cheats.
Did you think it was funny as well? The original version of the game, it didn't rain, even though everyone was wearing, like, the long coats. But then in the remaster, they actually added the rain in.
Is that what I've been? You know what? I've not played the originals for like 10 years, but that's what I've been playing is Return 2 on the PS4. I knew something was different.
Yeah, there's rain constantly pouring.
And they keep forgetting to add battle damage in the cutscenes. During the Solomon Grundy fight, all of a sudden Batman's suit's sound again, even though Two-Face has already blasted him.
2 guns, bitch. But even just people complain about the atmosphere of Return to Arkham not being there. But to me, at least, there's just one simple solution that I found. Put the brightness on 0 and you get atmosphere. Because it's like, for some reason, brightness on 0 makes the contrast high. And it like really dark. And it just sort of gives this like new feel to the game. And I love playing it on 0 brightness. It's sick.
Oh, I'll give that a go, defo. Had a bit of horror theme into it, mate.
Oh, mate, in the Killer Croc level on 0 brightness is actually different level. If you're playing it for the first time, I'd freak out even more than I normally did, just because the fact you can barely see what's happening.
Yeah. Also, during that segment, don't bother quick fire bataranging because you'll friggin' die.
Yeah, you
have to manually aim it. But at least I got to do the style throw where the camera follows the batarang.
Yeah.
That's a sick feature. I do that I know it takes longer, but I do that all the time in this game. Every gadget's getting the alternate for the cinematic feel.
I love just all the Joker teeth as well, everywhere in the asylum.
Yeah.
He put so much, where did he get all the teeth? And he put just so much effort into everything.
I love when you'll walk into a room, beat up some thugs, and then you'll come back out the way you went in, and there'll suddenly be a present sitting there waiting for you.
And it's either teeth or that stupid guard that you have to use the bat stun over.
Yeah, mate, Zaz Jr.
Did you like Zaz in this?
I'm trying to think if I've seen Zaz in anything else. I know he's in Batman Begins, but these games are the only real showing he's had, hasn't he? He's not in many cartoons because, can't really have unrepentant lunatic serial killer. Zaz is one of the villains where, gosh.
Maybe instead of cutting his body, he has in a cartoon he'll have a notebook and he puts on nice music in his headphones and he goes, another one, and he does a mark on it.
Another one, kidnapped. Perfect. Can't say die. Can't smash glass. Spidey can't punch.
Be gone.
Zaz is one of them though where it's he's just a set. Yeah, he does something weird when he's done, but he's just a serial killer, and I like costumes and powers. You know what I mean?
I do like when there's that riddle you can find of him where he's posed all the guards and playing poker.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
You can find the Asylum one has that. City has the City. I don't know if he does it in City. He might have.
He must do because he's rampant in City, isn't he?
In Arkham Knight, they do they're fishing, and you can turn on the TV they're next to, and it plays a random unicorn. You think Zaz was watching that as he was posing all the victims?
Is Zaz a brony? Yeah.
Batman, you can't capture me. I'm half across the country at the Brony convention.
He says he's got a special spot saved for Batman.
That's
now
crazy.
It's easy to joke that it's his dick.
It definitely is, though.
But thinking really, I think it's his heart. And once he's accomplished his mission of killing Batman, he's going to stab himself in the heart for the final mark.
That is... I mean, it's either that, or if the writer has a weird fetish, it's definitely the dick. So
I think modern writers could easily just go, yeah, it's his dick.
Modern Rocksteady.
Sweet baby Rocksteady. Could have Victoria Zaz.
Victor Zaz kill the Batman.
And he still uses guns. Just...
I think he was fuming when he heard the Suicide Squad killed Batman.
It's livid. He dies in the intro comic. King Shark kills him.
Oh, no.
The introductory comic of
is there
like how they did
Arkham
ones.
Game is good for?
No, it's got like Boomerang and Harley and Deadshot and King Shark all in Arkham. Because even though Arkham gets absolutely destroyed in this game to the point where it's never usable again, they've just fixed it.
Still proved it?
Yeah, they've just fixed it. They're just back in Arkham. Okay.
Do you think,
he talks shit to King Shark, so King Shark bites his head off.
Do you think Victor Zaz kills everyone but bronies?
Yeah.
Like, is it better kill like a random guy? He's like, wait, you're a brony. He puts on a fucking unicorn horn on his head.
He stabs a dude and like a bit of his shirt gets like sliced in the process and he sees the tattoo and it's just like, what have I done?
That's his origin story.
In that interview tape where like he escapes and goes to that doctor's house. Fred said she's a brony. Gretchen's the one doing the chatting.
That comic surely has to be canon to the game. I can't think of it contradicting anything.
The Suicide Squad one.
No, when Batman stops Zaz killing the woman.
Oh yeah.
He goes off to stop Joker.
They get funky though, the comics, the Arkham comics specifically.
I've read some. I haven't read all of them.
In the one I was reading like 2 nights ago, Deadshot murders Captain Boomerang. But how then is White Deadshot murders Captain Boomerang, fake Deadshot, and then apparently Boomerang's back in business just in time to piss on the Flash's corpse. So
what if that Boomerang was secretly black and then that Deadshot was secretly white and they just swapped over?
That was so stupid as well. Like, I know you're trying to get movie tie into that shit movie no one liked, but
there's no way Will Smith's even gonna like do it anymore anyway.
Yeah, you've got a Deadshot already, and he was fine. Like he had a shit boss fight in City, but he was okay in Origins.
Origins was cool because he felt a bit more like Deadshot.
Origins was cool because it had actual boss fights. Like it wasn't just the same sneak up on him or.
Although it was weird that like he had so many goons.
Deadshot, yeah, he's not like a gang leader. I get it with Penguin because the thugs want to be in good graces with Penguin.
It was just like they mixed basically Arkham City's Deadshot, where he can shoot you whenever he sees you. But then they mix it with Two-Face's boss battle with Catwoman, where you have to like take out all the guards constantly.
Yeah, and he gets back up even though you take him down.
They've done that a solid amount of times within the Arkham series. You got Two-Face with Catwoman, Harley Quinn with Robin in that same game, Two-Face in Night, like a Deadshot in Arkham Origins. It's just like a lazy way to do a boss fight with someone who's human.
They only did one good, being like fair to Rocksteady. There's only one boss fight I would call good, and it's Freeze in City.
It was the only one with effort? The rest did not have effort.
And even then, they already had all the like methods. They didn't invent anything new for the game to take down freeze. You just do what you've been doing the whole game.
Yeah,
but it was a cool use of it.
Because you had to use your brain a bit, like, and then the fact that he'd take out whatever you just did.
Yeah.
You had to really think about your next move.
Yeah, like you didn't want to waste like an easy one just yet, in case you need it later. It is
scary though when he sees you.
I love that boss. I mean, I'll get him to like the last bit of health, and then I'll restart it so I can do all the ways to take him down. It's that sick to me, really.
Did you?
What do you think of boss fights in this one?
I thought what we've got. Like, it was pretty average. Like they're pretty brain numbing almost because it's just the same thing on repeat.
Yeah.
Like, we already established that Bane was just a Titan fight. Scarecrow is just dodge him looking, and
Scarecrow is just a goon rush, isn't it? Like you dodge him for a bit, and then you just fight a bunch of thugs, and that's it.
And then get the bat signal.
Yeah, which is cool imagery.
Cool, just because you actually just had to hide from him.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy's throw batarangs. Joker is pull Joker down, punch, dodge. Pull Joker down, punch, dodge.
The Poison Ivy fight is the only time I like get killed in these games. It's when she uses all the vines to like tangle you. Because all I'm doing is jumping left and right. It always gets me. I don't know why. But
I'd personally die just to see the death cutscenes of Poison Ivy. I don't know, man. Kid me seeing those death scenes was he did something.
Why?
The amount of fan service was wild.
It was rampant, yeah. Why? Why? It annoys me. This is kind of where they decided Harley Quinn cannot wear her one good costume anymore. The black and the red, the classic, literally, yeah. So they put her in like a mini skirt, and okay, yeah. But she was more sexy when she was just in the one piece.
Yeah, like you actually see her ass properly twice, I think, in the game.
Warden Sharp did, didn't he, mate? He was loving it.
That's probably why he was quiet. What do you think she spanked him for?
He was made for it.
I love that part though. Sharpie said a bad word, Mama spank. He's like, good job, filling the general hands off me.
There was a few segments where the writers were a bit, randy for it, mate.
But when you first see Poison Ivy in her cell,
yeah,
and she just like sits in a seductive way and just starts moaning, like just moans.
And like when you're about to fight Ivy, and you're running through, and she's on the intercom, she's going like, "Do you think you can take me?" Like. What the fuck? Batman's running in.
He just, like, as soon as he enters the room, she's just like, "Oh, put it away." And he's like, "Oh, fuck."
But you said you wanted me to take it.
And then Batman just becomes like really like fucking toxic with her. Starts gaslighting Poison Ivy. Because you get crazy when you're like this. Don't listen to the Joker. What do you want? He says to Poison Ivy.
Is Poison Ivy the only character, not counting Clayface, in this game with actual honest-to-God superpowers? Because, like, Crocs is a mutation. Poison Ivy, literally, she's always been very overpowered for a Batman enemy, like, but she literally creates a huge plant to eat you. And then everyone else Batman fights is just colourful gangster. Crazy gangster.
I do like, though, how when you get to fight the guards that are hypnotized, he's like, I gotta go easy on these guards, but you can, like, break their arm if you want to.
Yeah. So it's the takedowns are just snapping limbs, mate.
Yeah, all they've done was just get mind controlled. Could you imagine when they snap out of it and like they wake up to their arms, like their bones snapping?
They remember the whole thing as well. Yeah, I remember Batman.
Broke my arm in 3 places, bro. Last There was some funny dialogue.
One of them guards is the Arkham Knight in 3.
Who's that one guard in the animated series that hates the prisoners?
Lock up.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, he becomes a villain.
I do love some of the conversations that were just funny as. Like, they're like really like dark but funny. They were talking, like, the group of guards were talking about how crazy Joker is. And he's like, Joker told me to kill my sister once. I don't even have a sister. He's like,
yeah. What you do?
He's like, I drove up and found a random woman killed the first woman I saw. Joker was happy. But even like another one, like, what did you do? Did you do it? And he's like, hell yeah, never liked her anyway.
Hell yeah, I did. And it's like his mum. He's got to lock his mum up on prom night. Like, what the hell's that mean?
Oh, yeah, in City, yeah. He's like, you don't want to know. And she was actually just a fucking psycho.
I even like when Joker's like taking the piss out of his goons. It's like there's one bit where he goes like, I should probably tell my fellas you're on the way. Oh, maybe I won't. It'll be a nice surprise for them.
I do like in City, like the DLC though, when that one guard tries to ask out Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's fuming.
She's like, I'm a widow. Yeah, I meant nothing by it. He's definitely dead.
Yeah, he's had it. Robin actually saved him by knocking him out. Taking down Harley there, mate.
It's pretty sad how this game is like the pioneer, or besides Knight, the pioneer for the man meme.
Yeah.
Just because of like the Officer Balls.
Officer Balls.
There was one thing, I think, when Joker's like, he's trying to tell his thugs how much he appreciates them on the intercom. And he's like, watching you guys is like a night in watching my favorite movie. What was the name again? Oh, yes, Attack of the Stupid Bunch of Idiots who can't even find a bigger idiot running around. Just like a bat. Starts screaming it.
Oh, his boss face. There's one bit where he goes like, I think it's in the records room, and he's talking to his goons and he goes, just so you guys know, Batman totally killed the last guys I sent at him. Tore their heads off and ate their hearts. Good luck.
Let me get some quotes up. It's fucking funny, yeah.
Again, mate, Mark Hamill being the chosen one for the Joker.
Too bad his brain hasn't chosen fucking common sense. He's liked. He's taken one of you out, and not in a nice first date kind of way. He may look like an idiot, talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot. I just read this one.
Come on.
Whoever kills the Batman wins the grand prize. A night out with Harley. I might even tell her. Why bother? It'll be a nice surprise. That's fucking great. He's like Peter Parker. He's a cuck. I do love that when we were like joking before, doing the quotes. And he says like, slapping around Harley. My hobby, by the way.
Yeah. No respect, mate. And then like when you trap her and she's like, Joker will send his goons to come and let me out, and Joker's like, ooh, sorry, kid. You're out of the game.
Does not give a shit. I always found it weird in comic books when they would call like their love interest kid.
Yeah, it's a bit nonsense, isn't it? Daredevil.
Oh, you know it. I do love that Daredevil never gives a shit though.
Yeah,
what did you think of those like straitjacket inmates, the crazy ones? The lunatics.
Bloody annoying. I'm glad they took them out for City.
You can't walk in peace now as soon as they're up, you just
once they're loose.
They're there, and then the plants that shoot those weird sort of things at you
as well. Yeah,
and
I know you can bat around them, but bloody annoying. And There's a few, to be fair, though. The only thing I like about the crazy ones is they do jump scare you. Unless you're running around with detective mode permanently on.
Yeah.
They will, like...
Oh, I hate hearing the scream and then just all of a sudden he's on your back.
Yeah, because it's annoying tapping the button. Like, not triangle or Y to counter him. If you miss, he's, like, clawing at you.
But even in the challenge maps is a pain in the ass. Because you can be, like, in a flow state and then all of a sudden you got a lunatic. You have to constantly make sure he's just on the ground because you can't even take him out in a challenge map, the unlimited one. Because if you do that, you're going to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
I keep trying because I've been playing, because I know City more than Asylum. I keep trying to use like combos and shit that you can't do yet.
It is sad
that
the throw was taken
swarm. Oh yeah, that throw, mate, overpowered. It's quite easy in this game to kill, as we discussed.
Yeah.
That back claw, mate, there's no way they're getting back up from some of the heights I've been pulling.
In the part next to the sewer, and then you have to pull down the wall, and then the guards come to like look at what you're doing.
All
and
three
you pull
of them at
off
once,
the ledge.
Yeah.
They'll die.
Just got the ultra back claw. There's that bit. There's the aviary with the Killer Moth reference, where it is a huge hole down there, mate. And when you come out of Poison Ivy's boss room and you're meant to line launch over the broken floor, there's like six dudes just standing there. And that is, again, they do add like a splash noise. So you think, oh, they landed in water. Yeah. Okay, but they're still unconscious.
You can actually knock them out.
Like that picture I sent to you the other day, mate. Outside the back cave, there's a bunch of dudes just hanging out. And you can knock them out and leave them face down in the water.
Yeah.
And that's what got Princess Diana. So.
What about Poison Ivy's guards?
Yeah, we kicked them off mid-fight. Yeah.
All these police officers you've just actually killed.
Oh, he won't kill the Joker, but...
No. He'll break a random guard's arm.
I'll tell you what, back in the day when this come out... Go on.
Yeah. I was just going to say about Joker and the fact that he had his spine through his skin and he copped an explosive gel punch to the face and he was still alive.
And then he's fine, yeah. His spine was open to the air, but he's fine when you see him again.
Yeah, so like, even when he goes back to normal size, he'd have a huge hole in his back.
Yeah. Golden City's only like 3 months after this, so he's up and walking. How? All them Titan dudes as well would have bones protruding.
Yeah, it's disturbing though.
It's gross.
You remember I said the Mama Spank part?
Yeah.
Where she spanks Sharp. There was more things. It's like Sharp says, as of 10 minutes ago, I've made it illegal to walk on the floor in any part of the asylum. Anyone caught doing so, this is stupid. And then he gets like stabbed or some shit. We'll have their legs chopped off and perform magic tricks for Empire Joker.
There's one as well where like he gets halfway through a sentence and she like shocks him anyway. And he goes, I'm doing it.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Back when this game come out, mate, I wasn't like super knowledgeable about the comics and that. So finding out about all these mad different villains I've never heard of, because obviously everyone knows like Catwoman, Penguin, Joker and that. But getting like the bios up and being like, who the hell's Humpty Dumpty? Who's Firefly?
There's no Robin, but there's Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, there's no Robin. But I was keeping an eye out for this because obviously Robin is very important later in Arkham's Knight.
Yeah.
But he does say before you save Gordon and fight Bane, he offers to give you Harley and goes, he could use a good sidekick, yeah. And in one of them interviews where you talk to Joker in the visitor center, he mentions, he says like, it's after you've trapped Harley, I'm pretty sure. Because he goes, Harley's really let me down there. How do you punish the people who work with you, or is making them wear that costume punishment enough? So there is like a hint that there's Robin somewhere, but he doesn't get a bio.
Were they hinting at the underwear one as well? The underwear suit?
Yeah, like the tight green shorts.
I just I found the perfect Joker quote from the game.
Go on.
This is Joker when he's addressing Aaron Cash. He says, "Lighten up, Holmes. I'm just messing with you." And then Cash says he's gonna kick his ass.
Lighting up Holmes is Matt Murdock, Mike Murdock talk.
Is it a Mike Murdock reference?
The Jester.
Oh, you could do a Daredevil version of this and have like.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Bane could be Mr. Hyde.
Mate.
Bullseye's
Mr.
Joker.
Fear, obviously, for
Yeah, for Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Who could be Zaz?
Still
Like
man for Ivy.
Because you're the high.
Yeah, you just throwing your Billy Club over and over.
You're gonna have like Micahson's cell as an Easter egg, and it's just like KFC and McDonald's on the side, and a photo of Foggy's wife.
That's how you know it's Micah's. That's what you scan for the riddle.
You got King. I mean, like you could have Kingpin and Bullseye behind it all, but Bullseye makes more sense with how the Joker acts.
In Ravencroft City, the Kingpin's Hugo Strange.
Except he's like more willing. Like he's willing. Oh no, sorry, yeah, Kingpin City. I thought you meant Professor Sharp. Oh, fucking not Professor Sharp. Oh mate, it's 2 a.m. here. I've lost it. No, like, yeah. Who could be the warden?
The
warden could be like
Foggy's mum.
Foggy's mum, Rosalind Sharp.
Rosalind Sharp, yeah, mate. That's the one.
You could and you like the Penguin poster. It could be like Foggy in the Daredevil suit.
Find like Gladiator's wrist blades embedded in a wall. Scan that for them.
You find a cell with a magazine from Skip Westcott.
Instead of Jack Ryder on the radio, it's Ned Leafs.
J. Jonah Jameson as well.
Hell yeah.
And then like his Oracle could be like the Black Widow. That makes sense actually.
That does make
Oracle
sense because she would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, same hair.
That's like belittling Matt. He's like, you know it. I always found it funny as well in the game how Joker would make fun of her being in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he sends like when she's going through his emails to Dr. Young.
Yeah.
He's ripping into wheelchair people for no fucking reason.
Or like when they found his bomb in Gotham and it was just full of kittens.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh, it's great. I do think all the characters are written spot on in there.
Oh, it's like, just perfect.
As I said, this could have just been like a long episode of the cartoon.
I think Joker, if it said, you know, bats, I think we should ditch these costumes and run away together in your dreams. Like,
is this the last time Arlene Sorkin voiced Harley Quinn?
Yeah, it was actually. It was the last.
I
still think
I hate Tara Strong's
Harley Quinn. Do a better job than Tara.
It winds me up. It's Timmy Turner.
It's so whiny. It's too whiny.
And Arlene, it's goofy, but Arlene is the original, and so you can't get better.
It was basically based off her.
Yeah. So why do they keep getting Tara Strong instead of what's the other one? Hynden Welch, the one who did the Batman. Hers is at least better than friggin' Tara Strong.
Oh, the one with Reno Romano as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a class!
I think she was in Assault on Arkham as well.
Oh, was she the voice on that?
Yeah. So they know that she's out there. Yeah.
It was like
I feel like
Marvel.
I'd make a better
they get
Harley
like
than Tyler, though.
Christopher Daniel Barnes and Josh Keaton to do anyone but Spidey now. It's just do
Yeah,
Electro.
mate. Yeah, you need Electro, mate. Get it. Can't wait for Tobey Maguire to play Electro in the MCU.
I do remember one time when I was playing the game, one of the thugs was like, "What's with Harley with the old man?" And then they got like Warden Sharp, I'm pretty sure. And then he's like, "Maybe she likes older guys. Shut up and get to it."
Yeah. These games perfected like thug dialogue.
What about Killer Croc saying "bitch" in the interview tape? Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. I hear you, bitch.
Even in one of Harley's tapes, Joker says he's crazy, and then Dr. Quinzel or Harley says, "Who's Batman?" And he says, "No, Santa Claus." Of course, Batman. It's always Batman. Do you remember when Cash told Batman to stick a rocket firework up his up Joker's ass?
Yeah.
The fucking dialogue's so funny in this shit.
Oh, it was fantastic.
So, do you have any other quotes you like from this game?
Cool. Oh, there's too many, mate. Just every the sly digs Batman has are all good. Like when Harley thinks he's got him trapped, and he just goes, "She never was very bright." He doesn't speak much,
it was a
but when
nice
he does
blend.
speak,
Because it does get to a point where, yes, he's depressed, but he's not. He would at least crack some form of a joke to himself.
Yeah. His threats are dead good. In the whole series, the way Batman's when he's being threatening, I'm always like, Jesus Christ, if that was me,
I do love
I'd have just told it.
I'll never let you win. Never. It's such a cool scene. I mean, granted, Tyler joking is stupid, but the way he just punches his face.
Why doesn't he just explosive gel punch everyone? Because at the end,
his arm
it's not
damaged.
dislocated his shoulder. He's still flying the Batwing, it's all good. And in the Arkham City Prelude comics, he does it again because he fights two Titan thugs. And he literally says, I'll send you the panel. He literally says he sprayed explosive gel on both fists and his boots. He's doing explosive combat. It's why doesn't he do this against Killer Croc? Why didn't he do this against Bane? If it's that easy.
I guess if it's that inconsistent with the fact that I only heard him once, do it. Just imagine if you went up to the Arkham Knight and just sprayed his fist with explosive gel and pow.
That bit where in Arkham Knight where he's got the knight by the throat and the knight's got him. What if he just detonated his hands around Jason's neck?
What about if you secretly just fucking prank some? Oh, imagine if you could just go up to a thug and then put explosive gel on their back. If you're quiet enough.
Yeah. Robin's got snap flash things in City at Night, doesn't he? That do that, knock them out. And
then in Arkham Knight, you can do a quick fire explosive gel move where they just shoot it onto him. But it's not the same as
just to
going up.
Just to saw him. It takes, if you could run up, he draws the bat on the back. Grapples away. Incredible.
Did you ever notice one of the loading screens said moving the Blackgate prisoners here was a bad idea? Did you have awesome. The cutscene at the end? Did you ever think one was definitive? Because they have Killer Croc, Bane, or
I think it goes by difficulty, doesn't it? Yeah, it was Scarecrow. I think it goes by difficulty. By canonicity, it would have to be Bane, because he's the one actually dealing with Titan next time you see him.
Yeah,
he could have easily done. It blows my mind how Origins, Asylum, and City do kind of revolve around Titan. Not so much City, but it's still there. And then Arkham Knight has no reference to it. You don't fight any Titans. I know you destroy him with Bane, but couldn't Scarecrow have said he's enhanced his toxin with Titan, and that's why it's now so crazy in Night?
They never really explained anything. It was just Scarecrow.
They just
somehow
drop it. He just
Did it even
goes, "Yeah,
explain
this
how he
one's really
survived?
good." Yeah, they don't mention it. Even the comics didn't mention it. He just reappears. This figure.
That's why I sort of do like the Scarecrow ending, because then it just sort of links with Knight the best.
That it shows he's alive. That was boss. That shows he's still out there.
He blames Batman.
But like Killer
Does he?
Croc's on the loose and Bane's still on the loose.
Well, like, do you think it would have been better if they used different sort of villains? Like, was there like a villain you wanted to see that make the game better?
Like Mad Hatter's hand comes out the water on the Titan formula.
I mean, in general, in just this
no,
level.
yeah, no.
No, could you imagine if Skip Westcott comes through, grabs the Titan formula? Imagine Titan Skip Westcott. Oh
no,
my
God.
Peter.
You weren't supposed to do that, Spider-Man. Obviously, with it being Asylum, and that's another thing they did. Think it through. The only villains you'd fight, except for Bane, and he's given a reason why he's there, all Batman's sane villains would have been at Blackgate. So unless they moved here with the rest of the thugs, it makes sense that Penguin's not here, or Catwoman, because they're not really insane.
Yeah, but it's weird that they had them in that other building.
They got references. Yeah, the mansion's got the umbrellas and Catwoman's
and
goggles and whip. So I suppose that's kind of like, oh yeah, Gotham's a fun place to live in. So was no, because it's only thugs that get transferred. Was there no supervillains in Blackgate? Not even like Bronze Tiger was like locked up at the time after the fire.
Where's Ten Eyes?
Yeah, where is the 10-eyed man, mate? Who was it the other day? Where's that Yeti? The half Yeti? The sportsman? Where are these saying? I think that Mad Hatter idea sounds sick with it in the hedge maze.
Yeah, he's been in every game but this one.
Yeah, recurring foe. But like, how would you fight Firefly in this situation without being?
The game wouldn't even it'd be way too advanced for it.
Yeah, you can't dive bomber. You can't even really glide in this like you can in the rest.
It's just used to. Yeah, like to just get off a tall building. That's all it's used for.
Literally, you don't really glide whatsoever here. Unlike in City and Night, where you're all about traversal.
Did you ever notice the moon was massive?
Yeah, I said that as I was playing it. My wife said, "What the fuck's going on with the moon? The tides would be destroying Gotham City right now." I was like, "I know, why the hell is it so big?"
Are they like in the Truman Show?
Yeah.
Oh, and if Hugo Strange was behind it all.
What villains?
That's how he knows the secret identity. He made Batman. He created the Batman show.
That's it, yeah, the whole thing's just been, yeah, Thomas and Martha Wayne just got writ off the show. The actors are still out there.
It would have been cool though if like there was a guard who was lockup. He doesn't even have to be lockup yet, or just
yeah, like
his normal identity.
Isn't he going to be in Arkham Shadow, the VR one coming out?
I think they race swapped him as well.
Did they?
Yeah. So same with Ratcatcher. Isn't he Rat King in this?
He's Rat King now. Yeah, Ratcatcher. I first heard about him in City with that little story, where it's like he's been dragged into Penguin's thing, and I was like, that sounds like a cool villain. Where is he? Why is he not?
I hate the fact that Taika Waititi played him.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's so stupid. I mean,
I'm happy it resulted in the actress. Now.
Sorry?
It's blending together. Like they've got the same directors. They've now got the same actors.
I mean, like, shameless plug here, but in the Shadow of the Green Goblin video I was doing, I'm talking about like overall and the designs of the artwork, and I was saying how just it's so shit. The designs are really bad. because this is Peter, literally right after Amazing Fantasy issue, and about issue 3, 4, I think. So he's still like, it's Steve Ditko Peter. And if for some reason he's still wearing his glasses, and he doesn't have a receding hairline, and he doesn't have short hair.
Ooh.
He's got like a fringe on his forehead.
Right.
It looks shocking.
Is he trying to copy the movies?
He looks like a shit version of Tom Holland. But then Harry and Norman in the last issue, I showed the panels. They look like James Franco and William Dafoe.
No way.
Yeah, like they look exactly like them. In the last issue, for some reason, they just changed the designs.
Uncreative.
I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. Because you have what they're supposed to look like. Just give them the stupid waves.
Yeah, give them the cornrows, man.
It's what make his design so unique was the fact that this guy is red hair, like piercing red, and waves. It stinks, and I don't like it.
Nice. Thinking now, like, on the subject of Ratcatcher and that, I would have liked more usage of more, like, obscure villains. Because the most unknown baddie you fight in this is Zaz. Everyone else has been in a movie. Or, like, a super popular TV show.
I do think it's pretty sad that Zaz doesn't get used more, because as crazy serial killers go, he's probably one of my favorite ones of that genre.
He's a scary fella. He's like unpowered carnage, isn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll just get you because he wants to. It's not because you've done anything to him.
His first appearance is really cheap to go and buy. I bought like 2 copies, I think. It's like really cheap. Just go get it. Even, I want to give you some comic advice here for buying. Mate, if get Bane's first appearance, it's still at a good price. I got mine for $100 Australian, so it's like in the US and the UK, it's better prices.
Nice.
But Batman Vengeance of Bane issue 1 is his first appearance and origin, and it's like actually cheap. It's so good.
Maybe
I love it. He's one of the coolest.
Zaz's Wikipedia page. Trying to see Shadow the Bat.
What was Zaz like in school? Yeah, Shadow the Bat.
Well, he was rich, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's in City as like his backstory. He was a rich man who then
gambled it all.
Yeah, at the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah, I want to see Jazz. No, Jazz. That's his name. His name was Jazz, and then when he turned evil, it goes to Zaz.
Victor Jazz. Well, if a dude called Victor Freeze can become Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Fries. Did you, what was your
There's no
favorite?
reference to Man-Bat either.
No, it's disgraceful. I mean, technically, it makes sense.
But then,
because
Hugo Strange hasn't happened yet either in this universe.
It's weird. That's what I mean, because this game is more like, it's just a celebration type.
Yeah, this game could have been like it. And you'd have been like, that was a good ending to Batman.
Did you have a favorite, is it audio tapes? The interview tapes, I should say.
I like how Scarecrows start off with him interviewing someone, and then the twist is he's kidnapped him and he's the psychiatrist is the villain. But it'd have to be Harley's, I think, because it's recreating Mad Love from the cartoon.
It does it pretty well.
Yeah.
Which, and then Arkham Origins contradicts it.
Oh. True. With a Where's Harley voice.
Yeah. Oh, the Arkham Origins is probably better than... She's better than Terra, but it's still shit.
It was Tara, wasn't it, in Arkham Origins? So she's not doing it. She's Harleen Quinzel instead of Harley Quinn.
Let me see.
Riddlers were fun, how he Riddler goes really dark for no, it's proper like edgy.
It was fucking hell. That's
Yeah.
disgraceful.
Riddler talks about like the riddle of cutting off a baby's limbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
When like
Or,
this
like,
is the dude who dresses in green and leaves little
on,
question marks.
What crawls on 2, was it?
Yeah, he's like, what crawls on 4 legs at the start, 2 legs in the middle, and 3 at the end? The doctor's like, it's a human. He goes, no, it's a baby because we cut off all the baby. It's like when the Joker cut his own face off just to be edgy. It's like, why is the Riddler of all villains talking about this?
I do think it's I love that part. Though, even his delivery of "It's not my baby." It's like he's so smug about it too.
Oh, he's a little
Easy,
shit.
doctor. It's not my baby.
I love how, as you progress more through the riddles, he starts off cocky and he's like, "Oh, finally found that one, did you?"
Yeah.
And then towards the end, he's like, "Wait, how did you answer that?
Cheating. You have to be cheating.
You gotta be cheating. Who's helping you?" And I'm there with me guy, the Wikipedia open.
Batman Arkham videos.
You must be cheating. Oh no, I'm not. No.
He actually says no. We actually were cheating the whole time. He was right.
Only for the alignment puzzle.
Yeah,
they don't count. Ones.
I hate those ones.
Yeah. I like the ones that give us bios and little Easter eggs. Like the Killer Moth one in the atrium. Why wasn't he in any Arkham game?
It's a disgrace.
He should have been
Batman's greatest foe.
Yeah, he should have been like using your tactics against. Imagine Arkham Knight and you're chasing the Mothmobile.
It's a shooting rockets at him.
Even just like a skin of him playing as him in like Predator mode. It's got his infrared instead of detective vision. Because he is a copy of Batman. They could have just give us that alternate skin.
Like, you have to do like a stealth mission where, similar to Scarecrow, you have to find the light source, but you have to turn it on. So he like goes
so
to it.
He attracts to it. Like in Lego, mate. Hell yeah.
You do the beatdown on him.
That's something that disappointed me in the game. No alternate costumes.
Oh, they only had the armored one and the challenge maps, and that was it.
Yeah, and it does look cool, but still, mate, I want to like Batman Beyond or like the Neil Adams blue and silver.
I do wish. I mean, obviously you can get mods now for it, but I do wish for the remaster they would have just reused the Arkham City stuff and then just put them in that one.
Oh yeah, that would have been ideal.
Because
they've got all the models there. It's on the same console, so it can't be that hard. Runs on the same engine.
It would have been so cool to run around in like whatever costume you want.
I love playing Arkham Knight as Adam West. The contrast of this grim terrorist just like preparing for this terrorist attack from the Scarecrow, and you're Adam West.
Like when you got the thug on the ground and you're putting the Batmobile's wheel on his head.
Yeah.
It's Adam West.
When he's holding Penguin up, he's like, "Do not lie to me," but it's Adam West.
I do wish that they sort of did more suits for other characters as well, because Nightwing got so shit. He was so shit in City. He had he just had his old what was it? The animated series.
New 52 where it's the same suit but red.
That was in Night. In City he only had one extra costume, and in Night he had Arkham City suit, New 52 and his normal one. So it's like you guys put no effort.
That's it, mate.
Where was the disco suit?
Yeah.
I want to run around in that one.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, could you imagine disco suit Nightwing with Adam West, Robin, and Batman?
Oh, mate.
In Arkham
that scene when Batman and Robin are like interrogating the Harley thug and he's got his boot on his chest, but it's Adam West and Burt Ward.
It's so cool.
That, I know, I will mention this again when we do Arkham Knight, but that's the only time I'd love that bit. I know I hate Harley Quinn in it, but I love that bit because it's Batman and Robin teaming up to kick some ass. Wanted more of that from these games.
And I thought that they did the system really well. I mean, the way that you fight with your partner.
Swap. Yeah, mate. They're a dynamic duo. And yet all we ever see is one scene of them teaming up.
Well, the fact that they not only nailed the system of fighting with like two characters, but the fact they went to that effort in the first place is like, why didn't they use it more?
Exactly.
It could have finally been a Batman and Robin game.
Oh. There's three bits, and then you do it with Catwoman, you do it with Nightwing, you do it with Robin, and then that's it in the whole game. Even you can't do like imagine if you do challenge maps and just have like an AI partner.
Well, there's like certain challenge maps which allow you to do like the pair fighting, but it's locked to certain characters, so like you have to use whatever they want.
No Nightwing Catwoman combo, mate. No Azrael and Robin.
No bloody Harley Quinn and Dick Grayson. Like just Red Hood and Harley Quinn, if I can just shoot her instead.
Doesn't Harley defeat Nightwing in Night? In like the promo. Oh, that's such bullshit.
In the DLC.
How the hell?
In the DLC, you play as Harley Quinn and beat Nightwing up?
Yeah. Pathetic, mate. No way.
It's so shit. What's with DC and just constantly shitting on Nightwing?
Oh, they hate him.
They really do. Any excuse in an Elseworld, they'll kill him.
Yeah. Injustice, mate. That did an injustice to Nightwing. He fell over a rock.
I'm surprised in fucking Night it wasn't Batman's death, but instead Nightwing's.
This is how it happened.
This is how Dick died.
I'm proud of you, Dick.
I love like on the Arkham Reddit where it's like, what quote do you regularly say? It's always like, I'm proud of you, Dick.
Yeah.
Or even like,
the bomb's payload is exposed. Stupid out of context.
You could use the power wedge. There's some stupid ones as well. Like, I just had a kid. What should I name it? I'm proud of you, Dick. Even like someone was saying like the power wench. Imagine naming your kid the power wench.
Power wench.
Come here, power wench. I even saw like one where it was like, I just asked that a girl, what Arkham quote should I use? I'm proud of you, Dick. So there's even stupid ones like, I'm flying today. What quote should I use when I get to the airport? So it's stand back, fool. I've got a bomb. Is Batman stupid though? Do you think he is stupid in this?
I think if we analyze the game as a whole, yes.
Are we going to analyze some things? Oh wait, what? We're going to get this ready. 1 second. Let me get the proper analyzing. Yeah, so say that again. Say that again.
So, say what? Analyze. Of course.
No.
If you'd
an
have
Arkham
just
Asylum
killed him at the start, none of this would have went down.
You see, it's alright to play this music when these videos don't get ads, because we won't get copyright. We will, but it doesn't matter.
Screw it. No, I think I'll let you get away with it. I've used it before.
Oh, cool. I'm going to use that now for my videos.
Go for it. It didn't flag when I did it. Oh,
YouTube's erratic. But anyway.
It is. It's outrageous. Thanks for trying to screw me with the ghost video, YouTube. I'll remember this.
You see, it's a... I don't like it. And it's, what do you think of YouTube? I don't like them, and they stink. You see, Superman is known to exist in this universe. Why doesn't he just call him?
There's got to be other heroes, because Joker warns the other heroes, stay the hell away from Arkham Island.
Even just the fact that this all could have been avoided if that stupid doctor didn't say, wait a second, Batman, you might unsettle the inmates. It's like, you idiot.
You've tipped me off into something I did want to say. I love how maybe I've just been turned off by like how much shit Spider-Man gets nowadays. But everyone in this game respects Batman.
Yeah.
Like, all the doctors are like, listen, even that doctor you're on about, yeah, he does, he's thick there. But he seems like thankful. He's like, listen, Batman, I understand you're Batman, but you got to wind up the image going in. But all the guards are like, one of them in particular was like, holy crap, Batman saved me. And they all love him. He's grim and everyone understands, don't mess, we're safe. That's Batman. Meanwhile, Spider-Man like saves someone from a carjacker.
Yeah, fuck you.
They're just rolling their eyes and yeah.
What are you, a mutant?
Yeah, don't touch me. But yeah, every single person who's like not one of the baddies are like, holy crap, Batman saved us. Even the villains are like, I really don't want to fight him, guys. I really don't. I hope he doesn't come. Some of them have balls, but most of them are like, what do we do if Batman says so?
Yeah, especially this one, because you know he's going to break your arm and just leave you there.
Yeah. I saw him in the gardens. He broke a guard's arm. He's unhinged.
Could you imagine if like someone saw that, just started relaying it to everyone on the island?
Yeah.
And then Joker's like,
what everyone.
Joker's like, what? He broke a guard's arm.
I hear he bit off Cash's hand.
I still think that image is funny of Micah Sin kissing Aaron Cash's family photo.
Daredevil Arkham Asylum, mate. The whole game's in detective mode.
Oh, that'd be so fucking annoying as well.
Couldn't find, well, the Daredevil experience, mate, you couldn't find the door. You need the cane to tap around and find the door.
Oh, could you imagine when there's a bomb and you get to try and guess which wire to yank with the cut?
Oh, God.
And you just have to guess, or else it just genuinely explodes and it's game over.
Just random chance, 1 of 3. If you get it right.
If you get it wrong, it just explodes for a second, then just takes you back a couple seconds.
The death scene says, cut the red one. What's red?
It's just dead. I can't see.
I'll tell you what. I do think the intro drags on a bit, making you walk through the asylum.
Oh, bloody tell me about it, man. When I was doing my video for it. Yeah. My Let's Play, it's like 30 minutes long of just walking.
You just walk. I don't know, like, it's nice seeing who made the game and all the love they put into it. But at a certain point, you're like, okay, can you break out, please?
I do like when he's like, oh, why did you sneak in with your bats, batarang? Bat snacks? Even he's like, I'd be happy to drop my pants. Get him out of here.
He's genuinely funny.
Throughout the whole game, he just keeps cracking jokes.
I think that's like what they got perfect out. He is always in your ear because he's on the intercoms, isn't he?
Yeah, and he even says, like when you better meet Killer Croc for the first time, he's like, I could really use me some new shoes.
Yeah. And then they tried to recreate it in City and Night, didn't they? Like, you get Penguin talking to you and Scarecrow, like, giving his threats, but they don't. Hugo Strange as well, but they don't really live up to the sheer banter.
In Arkham Knight, it's all more it's more annoying than anything. Having Scarecrow or Riddler going, like, the Riddler going, find the riddles, Batman. It's like, shut up.
Yeah. Come to Bleak Island, Batman. No.
There's like literally a fucking terrorist attack going on. You want me to go there to race you?
Yeah. Go to Bleak Island. Bring the Batmobile. No.
You see, I'm known for riddles, but I've branched out, Batman. A racetrack.
Ooh.
I never understood how he got pissy about you winning the race.
Yeah, it gives you the tools to do it, doesn't he?
It's so stupid. It's like, oh yeah, tell Catwoman where the key is. You tell her where the key is. You're cheating. You must be cheating.
The whole, like, over the series, like, watching him crumble and get shitter and shitter. Did you notice how in this game, the Riddler is clear as day? And then in everything else, it's got like this dodgy, echoey type of feel to it. I think that's him cheating. He's purposefully giving you like shit communications, hoping you'll cock up because it's clear here.
Oh, he hacks into your system so he can just talk shit.
Yeah.
He's just like the average Twitter user.
And if Oracle's as good as we're made to believe she is, surely she could just immediately track him and go, "Oh, he's on. He's in this warehouse. Send the police."
Did you find the cutscene a bit like underwhelming? Or no, it's not even a cutscene; it's just audio. Did you find the audio underwhelming?
I wanted to
you
punch
solve
him after
everything. Yeah, you solve everything, and it's just the police knocking at his door.
What they could have done, because he's in Gotham, he's not even on Arkham Island. They could have had him in like a secret room in Gotham. That then the final riddle is his location, and then you find him and beat him up.
You just have like a cutscene where he just flies.
Where are the police going to put him now they've got him? Because Blackgate's burned to the ground, and Arkham Island's now covered in deadly plants.
Also, you're telling me in a world where Joker killed over 100 guards, not one of the living ones decided to shoot him?
Again, I know I keep going on about these comics, but they try to. But of course, Harley Quinn saves him. After this, they wheel him into a room and they're going to kill him. But one of the guards is Harley Quinn in disguise, even though they all work at Arkham Asylum.
Was that in the Arkham City comic?
Yeah. Even though these guards work at Arkham Asylum, they probably worked with Harleen Quinzel before she went mad. They don't recognise that this guard here looks like Harley Quinn. And she escapes, but Batman blows up the boat and they end up in Arkham City. So,
did you remember in the Arkham City comics when Bruce, like in disguise, joined the gangs?
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah,
he joins Joker, sneaks off, joins Penguins, and they hint at Solomon Grundy, but like he doesn't find out what's down there yet.
I think they were good when it was more simple. I feel like when Knight sort of got their comic series, it just went into a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, you guys are just chatting shit. Whereas like the first few series, where it was literally just before the game, was good. Like Arkham Asylum had a one shot, where it was just, like I said before, him capturing Zaz. Then he gets a call saying Joker's threatening the mayor, and he goes off, and that's when the comic ends.
Yeah.
I
do agree, but I did like a look into like a world of Batman where the Joker's just dead. Like in the Arkham Knight comics, there's kind of like a bit more of a cheer to it. Like Penguin's now working with Harley because I think he's trying to shag her now.
Yeah.
But Batman's more like he's out being Batman, having these adventures, and he hasn't got this constant idea of the Joker like hanging over his head.
Even like in the DLC with Harley Quinn, I'm pretty sure Penguin makes a move on Harley. on the call, he's like, "How much will you love?" And she's like, "You can't afford me."
He goes like, "What did the clown have that I don't have?" And Harley's like, "Height."
It is a proper disgusting thought, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, little ratty. Do you remember Danny DeVito's Penguin, mate, where he's like sticking the button on the woman's tit and he's like taking too long?
It's so I can't stand like bad Penguin designs with him just doing something sexual. It just ruins my head.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's so disgusting. Even like I saw fan art of like Danny DeVito's Penguin kissing Catwoman from the film, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Like that's disgusting. Burn it. If you have the talent to do artwork and you do that, seriously reconsider your life choices.
Oh yeah.
Not even Micah Sin would be into that.
That bit in the movie where they're like he's crawling on the bed towards her. Doesn't she gob his pet budgie or something?
Oh, you wanna know what a classic scene is? How about Howard the Duck with Marty McFly's mother? How cool is
Masterpiece.
that?
No. I keep forgetting that movie exists.
Whoever wrote it is a sick fuck.
Is that the same Howard for Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
It's linked. Howard the Duck, No Way Home.
And Lorraine McFly?
Yeah, he's like the Howard the Duck from the Guardians films meets that one, and then meets. He's like, a portal opens up, and Lorraine comes through. He's like, "Oh my god, honey!" And she's like, why is there a talking duck?"
Married.
It's so. You imagine Howard the Duck pulling up to Marty's house, and then George answers the door.
George. It's the original timeline with like Angry Biff pushes past him. What are you looking at, buddy? Biff also voiced Electro in
Yes.
Shattered Dimensions.
I do like how in that game Spider-Man just kept telling him to put pants on.
Yeah, he doesn't shut up. I like when you're fighting him, and he goes like, "Hey, my phone's running a little low. Do you mind?"
Oh, we should do an episode where we just we'll do say for an episode we do all the Ultimate Spider-Man levels or all the Noir or 2099 and just go over them. That'd be sick.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I've got that game downstairs.
It's so much fun.
Oh, it's but
It is like when Electro's getting his power up and he's like screaming something like, "I am a god!" And then Spider-Man goes, "Without pants." It just covers him.
I like it in the Juggernaut level. He goes like, "What are you, stupid? Nothing can stop me." And Spider-Man goes, "Oh, that's why they call you the Juggernaut. I totally get it now."
It was weird hearing who's the voice? Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Harris, yeah.
Because I thought he was good in the show, but in the game he sort of sounded generic to me.
He had a bit of like a Batman Bruce Wayne thing going in the show. Like he sounds a bit more grim when he's Spider-Man compared to when he's Peter.
Yeah, the show was so good though. I love that show.
Oh, it was, mate. That last
it was weird though.
The final episode where he's fighting Kraven and he's out for blood is sick.
And I can't believe that show basically just ends with him quitting.
Yeah.
He quits.
Yeah, and then there's no season 2, so it's just goodbye, Spider-Man, and that's it.
Compare that to the episode we watched yesterday, where he just quits for 15 seconds.
He packs it in because he fakes his death and he thinks, you know what? Screw it.
It is interesting just the stuff they do sometimes.
Overall, that's wild. Like, why has every Spider-Man cartoon got such a grim ending?
Doesn't Spider-Man Unlimited end with him quitting as well? Oh no, he's about to die.
Spider-Man Unlimited ends. They're about to die. It's like they were one episode short. The symbiote god or whatever, not null, attacks Counter Earth, and Spider-Man goes, "Well, what are we gonna do now?" And then it just doesn't. That's it. And then apparently Marlon gets him in Spider-Verse, so forget it.
I wish they would just at least do a finisher for that because I want to just see how it ends.
Yeah, this is what you need to be doing. I said to do a day
episode
of Unlimited.
Yeah, it trips me out when you hear the classic theme song play.
The 90s theme plays even though it's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, for 2 seconds it just starts playing. You hear that beautiful guitar riff.
Yeah, and then that's it. And he's in the classic suit, and it's, as I said to you, the artwork, like the style, is perfect for a comic book adaptation in Unlimited. Like the shading and that.
Wish they just did a Spider-Man 2099 show.
Oh, defo. That's what it was meant to be, wasn't it? And then Batman Beyond beat them or something, so they thought, oh yeah, we'll just make a weird Peter Parker story.
It is like that shitty like when Daredevil was coming out, and they're like, oh, it's too close to Spider-Man, and he's too slim of a costume, you know. Oh, we can't really do the classic suit. It's like, stop being dense and
Ridiculous.
just do the cool thing.
I
I'm
don't know
sick of
why.
companies like being so against fun.
Yeah. All the MCU have to be tactical. No one can have like a comic accurate suit.
If you get rid of Ant-Man's helmet, you can't tell the difference between his costume and Daredevil's,
True.
and vice
Oh,
versa for Daredevil.
well, this game does it really well because Batman looks like Batman. He's got the trunks and everything. He's got the trunks and the cape and the cowl, and it's played perfectly straight. No one ever goes, "Thanks for saving me, Batman, but you look kind of funny, like you're in your underwear." There's none of that
People are scared.
pathetic, ironic, "Oh, this is goofy" shit that I despise, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
There's
so
no like,
much.
what were you expecting? A cowl with big pointy ears?
Or like how in the Defenders show, he barely wears his costume, like in general within the Netflix
Yeah,
show Daredevil. But then they force him to just wear Jessica Jones' scarf for that one scene.
yeah.
And she's like, "You look stupid." He's like, "It's your scarf." But the comic Daredevil, because he wears a proper costume, wears it underneath his clothes at all times, so you just switch into it.
Everyone's
Daredevil,
got a body armor.
yeah, Daredevil would never leaves the house without his costume. And when it's
It's
like tactical, you can't do it. It's shit.
it's pathetic. I hate how they always
Imagine if
like
he tried it though.
poke fun.
Imagine if he tried with a tactical suit, you could just see it clearly bulging out of his shirt.
Yeah. Or like Tony Stark clearly wearing his Iron Man suit under like his t-shirt. No, I remember my
You can
body.
see the gloves as well.
You can see the light from the chest shining through the middle, through his top, and he's just not noticing.
He's going on a road trip and he has like a power bank, and Happy's like, "Oh, for your phone,
When
like the car charges the phone." He's like, "No, no, no." He just plugs it into
puts
himself.
himself into the ciggy lighter. When Captain America had a secret identity, he took his shield around in his satchel that he kept like all his artwork in because he was a comic book artist.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I love that one issue where him and Spidey draw comic books.
What? That sounds bad. Was that in
Yeah,
Cap
because
or
he's
in
like,
Spidey?
isn't Spidey? Because I think he was trying to get Cap to like open up. This was like around when they started drawing him like Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
So,
let me
what did you
Google
think
it.
overall of the performances in Arkham Asylum?
Some of the best we'll get.
Yeah, Harley
Obviously,
was class.
yeah, it's cause honestly, it's cause everyone sounds like they sound when you read the comics, like in your mind. Batman's Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill's Joker, and Arlene Sorkin are all there.
Yeah, they got pretty much the animated series cast. It could basically just be an episode of the animated series.
Yeah,
It fits right in.
yeah. And then even the ones who were new, like Scarecrow was good. Especially, I love that line when you lose to Scarecrow and he goes, "And at the end of fear, oblivion." It's just cool as hell.
I always wonder, like, those death scenes. Is like, are they just looking at the corpse of Batman and they're just saying that to him?
Well, sometimes Joker says like he wants him at the party, so he tells them not to kill him, just rough him up. And then when you die to him, he goes, "Oh, little bats are sleeping. Someone finish him off."
Okay, played you like a violin and cut your string.
You'd be
99
fuming if you were
bats.
Joker, and then like halfway through the night, you find out Killer Croc actually killed and like ate Batman. And you're like, "What? I'm 10 minutes away from throwing this big final showdown. What do you mean he's dead?"
Also, it's quite impressive that this took place again in all one night.
A single night. He
And
must
then he
have.
goes off to fight Two-Face.
And this is as I said, this is like 5 or 4 months before Arkham City, which is winter. So this is in like the summertime. This is like July.
I mean, if
Arkham
Batman
City
just like
is
passes out from like overheating.
Yeah, but like it's so dark, and I know if you do the game and you literally just run from plot point to plot point, you can probably smash it out in 3 hours. This is the one time I'd say it's reasonable. But he must have
Night is
started.
not.
Night is not. He must have started night. It must have just been like a bloody solar eclipse as well, and he starts at like 2 in the afternoon to get all of night done before sunrise the next day. In City, he gets knocked out about like 4 times as well. So how's this one day?
Not even a day.
It's not even a day. How's this an evening?
At least in Gotham, you're like safe because all you have to do is just wait for the night to be over.
Yeah.
Take some sleeping pills or something. Just okay, bye, and just get up.
But like this one, as I say, if this is like July, let's say Arkham City takes place in December, then yeah, it'd be about July, maybe August. It must start about like 8 o'clock to be that dark already.
It depends on when their daylight savings is, because mine in Australia it's a bit more confusing with the opposite. I've never gotten a white Christmas. I get a bloody hot Christmas.
Oh,
I can like recount a day where it was like 40 degrees.
We just get rain here.
I always find it funny, like, I know that this isn't the time to talk about sports, but on football Twitter,
yeah,
when it's like 20 degrees in England, the people are like, I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, we get 40 degrees.
Christ.
Yeah, like, oh, mate, sometimes you can't even go out. You can't even, like, there were certain summers trying to play, I don't know, either FIFA or the Arkham games. It's like you sit in your room, 30 degrees outside, fan on your face, and then this giant TV just illuminating heat right onto you. It's just unbearable
Christ.
stuff. You feel like you're Batman running around?
Sweating through that suit. It's a heavy looking suit too.
His
I was reading a
belt
comic
always...
the other day, and he literally wore his like that suit under his day clothes. And I was like, how's his utility belt not poking up there? How's he not sweltering?
I always thought that the belt looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's... Why can't I see the line launcher like holstered on his side? Where's he stuffed at?
But it's not even like a proper belt. Like, it doesn't go through the underwear. It's like...
It's just wearing it.
Just clicks on.
Like, yeah.
And it's so heavy, you'd think it'd just fall down eventually.
It's like a bandolier, isn't it? Like,
imagine fighting Croc. Your belt comes off.
And then you're screwed because you need the line launcher to get off that platform.
Oh, Croc is so stupid because he broke all the panels and left one where you're on and didn't get you there.
I know, what a mug. Why didn't he just smash it? Why has he got them there to begin with? No one wants to go into Croc's lair. They just throw meat down. Oh, that was what I was going to say, dude. All the gadgets, maybe not all of them, but most of the gadgets are from other Batman media. Like, obviously he's got his batarangs, but that explosive gel gets used in, I think it was called Requiem for a Killer, that Killer Croc story where he's like underground with the homeless. Batman uses explosive gel.
Does he actually?
In the Tim Burton movie, he uses the line launcher to save Vicky Vale from the Joker. That's what Joker's on about when he goes, where does he get those toys? It's literally the line launcher to escape. Obviously, the grapple. What else we got?
The Ultra Claw, the Sonic Batarang.
The Sonic, yeah. And doesn't he use the Sonic Batarang in The Dark Knight? You know, to get when he gets detective vision in The Dark Knight.
He looks
doesn't he use a Sonic Batarang? Yeah, but he finally gets the white eyes.
Yeah, it's like they had to do it like these bulging white screen eyes. It's...
Thought that was cool when you use detective mode and his eyes go white, like in the books.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's sick.
You know, like I feel bad for whatever guard has to go and feed Croc.
I know, yeah.
Imagine like I don't know, like it's your turn to go down there, and then the
Oh
guy's like,
god.
no, you gotta go in there. You gotta go in there. It's like, why the fuck?
I think the thugs have funny dialogue when you go down into Croc's lair because they've just let Scarecrow past, and they start going like, "I hate that freak. Why do we let him just run around?" And then he's like, "No, he creeps me the hell out."
It does.
The thugs really like flesh out the world because these are people living in a city full of these psychos.
They're always funny.
Yeah, because they're always like, "Yeah, last time Poison Ivy was on the loose." Like they've all got stories from dealing with these psychos.
Or even like when you first go into the sewers, not the Killer Croc area of the sewers, but just outside the Batcave, and the guy's on the
Yeah,
radio with the Joker, and he's
yeah,
saying like how is he gonna cripple someone like his family?
yes. Threatens his family on him, and he's like, "No, boss, I'm doing it, please." Or
Yeah, and then he
Razor,
knocked the guy out.
poor Razor, who's setting up the last mine on the gargoyle. And Joker goes, "Oh, let's see if they work." Like, no, boss, I'm still up here. And then if you check him after, he is deceased. So, justice for Razor.
Justice for Razor. You think Batman blames it on? Or if Razor's on Batman's conscience.
Razor's the Arkham Knight.
He never, he never died at all. He actually just secretly survived. He had a pacemaker, which affected the detective vision.
You want to see what 50,000 volts feel like?
It's so stupid. I hate those guys as well, just because of the fact that they just ruin the flow. I guess
Yeah.
that is their point.
Oh, they're annoying, the bloody knife goons. I missed the beatdown as well. Like I said before, I keep trying to use techniques that don't exist yet. Keep trying to bat swarm people.
The grapple one, I think, or the
The clothesline.
Yeah, I miss that so much. The fact that he just pulls them over clunkily as well. It's like
it looks like Goofy in this.
on.
He goes.
Takes us all 3 seconds. You just get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Did you like Oracle in this one?
This was before I knew what it would be like having Alfred instead. So she was okay in this. She doesn't really do much, does she? Instead, like keep you informed on what's happening on the mainland.
Yeah, she's
Batman
like
sorts everything out.
She's just sort of like there to talk to, I guess. I always thought it was funny at the start when you got that, there's a toxin filling the room.
Yeah.
And you pull the guy up and you just fucking
punch him out, yeah.
And then even later on, you can choose to cut the guy off the rope he's hanging on and fall through you fall through a roof, but he's like laughing to death and he's
in the Joker toxin, yeah.
He's like, I better save him before he dies. I'm like, no, he's dead. He is dead.
It's too late.
It takes you about a solid 5 minutes to get there.
I like how what's your favourite area of the whole asylum then? Like the mansion or the gardens or just the outer bit?
I do think that for the outside areas, if we separate them, I think it's the one where the botanical gardens are.
And with like the statue of Quincy Sharp and that.
And because you can see like the actual Gotham City from there, and you can see the. What was the other part? Yeah, you can see Gotham City, and you can see the giant moon. It is
the
also
big
cool
W on Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the where the infirmary is, you can see the lighthouse and shit like that, which is also cool.
Yeah.
But for inside, I always found the mansion fun to explore. However, there's something about the sewers as well, which is pretty cool.
The thing that annoys me is when Poison Ivy gets the Titan, you have to go and stop Ivy before you can go back and explore everywhere.
And she does make a mess of the place.
Yeah, the mansion, until you beat Ivy, the mansion is basically one room.
Yeah.
You can't even go on the floor in that room either. You've got to grapple, line launch over, and that's a bit annoying. Because as I said, I want to do all the riddles as soon as possible, get them out of the way.
It is lucky that Cash and the other ones knew where to run.
Yeah, just high enough to not get poisoned.
Do you have a favorite area besides the garden? Because the garden knows.
I do think the mansion. I liked running through the mansion and seeing you can go to in this game the bit where in Arkham Knight Scarecrow unmasks.
Oh yeah.
Like I love seeing it.
Weird.
When I ran past it when I was playing the other day, I was like, "Oh, this is the bit. This is where the Batman dies."
It's cool as.
Yeah, it's
the
sick.
infirmary is pretty cool as well, though. Just exploring I always like that first sort of Predator mission you do.
Silent Night.
Yeah,
like the very first one where like you go into the grate, and where where Frank Bowles is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see his horrid face.
Yeah, mate. Joker must have figured out how we were tracking good.
He flirts with Harley, and then he's questioning Harley about it. And she's saying, "Don't worry, I only got eyes for you." And she's like, "Shut up." She starts like making out the TV screen in the infirmary as well.
Yeah.
I do like those like aspects of the game where if you go to a point where you're not meant to be, they sort of they just mess around with you. Like obviously Harley telling you to piss off, then kissing Joker on the TV. But then even in the mansion, the guy just starts slapping his ass in front of you.
Yeah, mate.
It's funny.
The personality in this. That challenge map you're on about, where it's like the first Predator encounter after like Zaz. I'm surprised that didn't get remade in Night, because they instead remade the one where right before you go into the lift and fight the Scarecrow. They remade that one instead. Well. That one is cool, but I do prefer the huge open one that you're talking about.
But there's also something about the infirmary one, which is just when you think of it, you think of Asylum straight away. Like it's just something about it like just encapsulates the game for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's like one of the more early maps you go to, and it's the one that you always have to do.
Yeah.
But it's just something about even just the atmosphere of that room is so good. It is weird because it's thunderstorming when you go in there, I'm pretty sure. And then in the normal version of the game you go out and there's no rain at all.
Yeah, true.
It's like when you go in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the video game.
Oh.
When you go into Craven's mansion, it's for some reason thunderstorming. It's like in the middle of the day when you go in.
And he's killed every single villain from the first one.
Yeah.
Sure, mate.
He's got one ready for Spidey. What did you think of I know you discussed it sort of before, or even in our own messages, but about Joker and his own playable missions or side missions, I should say.
Oh well, if you play on the PlayStation, you get granted special access to Joker combat challenges. And they were a bit shit. Because his detective mode, not only does it take a full minute to activate because he puts on stupid X-ray specs, but you can't move while you're wearing them.
Do you think you got them from a comic book?
Definitely, he got it in, mate. He sold grit in order to afford them. He
signs a Joe and then space Kerr.
Jack White sorted. And then he's got a gun with one bullet. And he's got chattering teeth. I think they're to like lure guards to where you want to go.
And they explode. They explode when they get close. But I always thought it was stupid. Like it was like you have your gun, you aim, and then you miss, and you
I
think,
kept
shit.
missing. I thought that was the joke. that it wasn't. You got one bullet and you always miss because it was not landing.
It would have been
And
funnier if he just had the flag pop out of the gun, saying like "gotcha."
yeah, just to scare them away from you for a minute.
Yeah.
But like on the flip side, though, the fighting challenges are quite fun because now and then Aaron Cash or Commissioner Gordon will be one of the crew trying to take you down. And as we said
I
in the
do like how
Arkham
you can
Origins,
slap their helmets off too.
yeah, as we said in Arkham Origins, that's cool when like one of them's a unique like super villain.
Yeah,
Like
especially
that fight in City with a Joker where you want to save him for last, or Black Mask.
give him severe brain damage.
yeah.
I do feel bad for Gordon though, because you can just full on just kill him.
yeah.
You could save him to
Gordon's
last,
hardly in this game.
but you could save him to last and then shoot him right in the head if you want.
Yeah, mate. Like father, like daughter, aim for the spine.
It's funny as he has like it's so unhinged throughout the entire series.
I think it's funny how, as I say, Commissioner Gordon, he's in this game, yes, but I would still say barely.
Yeah, the start and then the Bane, and then he's gone for the rest of it, and then he's
Then he's
kidnapped
suddenly
somehow.
back for the end, yeah. And then in City, you could go all the City and just only see him at the end, don't you?
Yeah, at
You
the
get
end when they open
mention of
the
him.
gate.
You get mention of him in Protocol 10 when it's about to kick off. But you only see Gordon at the end. And then Arkham Knight expects us to suddenly know that these two are best friends, partners in crime.
And even just in City's DLC, you get to talk to him as Batman before you go off. Like if
Yeah.
you just go to the edge of the border, he's just sitting there, and then he's at the end where he's like, "Is he alright?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he's Batman, of course he is. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
I
clearly
think.
not alright. Is he?
Well, he's. Oh, that winds me up. The whole subplot of we've got Joker AIDS. That was
Even just the way he
awful.
was depressed. Like he's depressed that the Joker died.
He's sad that Joker's dead. He's. Oh, pathetic. Imagine if SEAL Team 6 were like, would you like to know what's funny, Bin Laden?
After all this time.
After all this. Bin Laden's like, that actually is pretty funny.
And the whole like team is just depressed.
Yeah. It's like, what? You killed, like, Batman didn't even kill him. Batman didn't break his code.
Why are you sad for?
Why is he upset? It's a good thing. But nah, mate.
No, people aren't going to die by his hand anymore.
Yeah. They can sleep soundly. It's fine. But he's like, no, someone died. Yeah, but how many people did he kill in this game alone?
I don't understand. They were secretly lovers.
Oh, like in Lego Batman.
Yeah. I love that one line where he's like, "What is it that you fear?" Does this Joker say like, "Me in a thong"?
Yeah. Smashed it, mate.
It's so cooked.
Where would you rank this then on the list of Arkham games?
Respectfully, I have to put it either last or second last. Respectfully,
I'll take the bullet. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I think it's last only in gameplay. Like,
yeah, because
obviously story-wise,
Knight
Knight is last in gameplay easily. But just playing Knight to kick some ass as Batman is ideal.
And like City, I think is just got the best of both worlds.
City's perfect, mate. The gameplay and the story is just chosen one. And then obviously Origins is just more City.
Finally getting the respect it deserves.
Yeah, mate. I would rank Origins second, only because it does just use City stuff and you can't top City story-wise.
And then, then are either Asylum or Night, third, fourth.
Yeah. Depending on if we're
because
talking about story or playing, they swap.
overall it's hard because like Asylum's got a better story, but Night's more fun.
Yeah.
And so I sort of think, does fun equate to better game almost?
Like if I was reading the story, I'd sit down and read the story of Asylum in like a comic and think that was boss. And if I sat down and read Night, I'd be like, well, that was shit. But if you ignore all the story and you're just playing the game to fight people as Batman, I'd probably choose Night.
It would be so cool if there was like comic covers relating to whatever point of the game it is.
Like the PS1 Spider-Man game, dude. Like
yeah, exactly.
every loading screen's got a comic. Yeah, I'd love that.
So cool.
I was
like
when PS4 Spider-Man came out, I kept trying to like recreate classic covers while I was like fighting villains in the photo mode.
Even like that pose they do where Batman takes Joker to the asylum and the gates open up and they're in the rain. That could be like issue 1.
That would have been sick.
Imagine like the final page of the series where it's like, I'll never let you win. Like it's like it'd be so cool.
It's got one of them the adventure continues type of endings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, we're done here. On to the
Arkham
next
City.
case. This is like Two-Face is robbing the bank. Imagine if Batman turned up to this bank and Two-Face just shot him dead. After all that.
2 guns, bitch. he 3 batarangs, 1 gunner. He's like this.
Lost your gun, Harvey. What a shame. 2 guns.
He's like, I actually did it.
Dude.
I killed the Batman. It is sort of crazy though.
Jason Todd's watching. He's like, oh my god. No, I can't get my revenge.
It's just weird to think now that Jason was watching him during that Arkham City encounter with Robin when he hands him the line launcher.
I was paying close attention throughout this entire game, Arkham Asylum, and I did not find a single abandoned wing where Jason could have been locked for a year.
It doesn't make sense.
Not even that bit where like Amadeus Arkham's cell with all the circles. Not even there, because that's still visible from Penelope Young's office. Where the hell was he keeping Jason? Where no guards would have found him?
It's so stupid. We'll get to it when we do Night, but the story was just, the foundation wasn't strong enough.
No, they bottled it. Like I said to you, mate, I told you it should have been the Night the other day. It should have been Penelope Young's father.
My daughter died on your watch, Batman. Well, like we said, Razor should be.
I died on your watch, Batman. You can even keep all the hallucinations of Jason to make you think it's Jason. And then the last minute, he just goes, "No, you're still hallucinating. It's me, Razor."
Also, it's sort of stupid because in a world where the Joker dies and everyone thinks Batman killed him, Jason doesn't really have a foot to stand on.
Yeah, the whole point of Red Hood is that he wants to, like, spill blood for what was spilled by him. You're right, yeah. But Joker's dead, mate. It's sound.
He's like, he could just go, mate, people think I killed him, just let it go.
Batman should have just went, I did, Jason. When I killed him, I told him, this is for Robin too. And Arkham Knight's like, Dad.
Why didn't Batman just tell Jason to knock it off?
Has his big drill, his cornered the Batmobile. Knock it off, Arkham Knight. You're right. Okay. This has gone too far. Oracle's alive. That was solved via toxin.
Well, like when Joker does like the chokes on you to the 2 guards, and he's about to like run away. Batman's like, "Wait, Joker!" knock it off.
No,
And he's like, you're right, Batman.
You got
jumps
me.
into like the electric fucking fence.
Zaz has got our buddy in that chair. He's gonna kill him. Did you tell him to knock it off? No, on the flip side,
but Zaz doesn't listen to anyone but Batman, so you have to tell him to knock it off.
If I sneak up behind Zaz, I can tell him to knock it off. Just halfway through the game, you're like running through the mansion. It does that like bum ba dun. It's just a Joker. Hey Batman, knock it off. Cut to the death scene. The assignment. Played you like a violin. Cut your string.
99 bats.
That the last Scarecrow hallucination where he's strapped in the chair. We should feel bad for him. He never quite learned how to knock it off. What is going on in that head? Wait.
Instead of shooting Batman, he just whispers in his ear, knock it off. In the cells, when you like wake up from the dead, it's just like a bunch of Batmans just going, knock it off, knock it off, knock it off. It is pretty disturbing when he's eating the rat, though, because his mouth isn't actually opening. It's just shoving his face into it.
And he's not got his cape. Where's the cape?
You think Micah's cinema just watching angrily? Oh,
that'll play havoc on your diet.
Trust me, if there's one person who would know, it's me. Imagine a Micah Sin cooking
Killer
show.
Croc's about to swallow Batman. Micah's just like, no, that's not good cholesterol.
I wouldn't eat that if I was you. I tried to eat Foggy's wife, but it just didn't taste right, you know? It is proper sad how like they treated Foggy's wife, though. Like, granted, she cheated on him, but it's like she became a slave.
Yeah, they then like backhand her and just like treat her like a friggin' dog.
Even like the woman or the cave woman just dumps the water on her head.
Starts laughing at her, yeah.
Like, wow. She deserved it though, because she was an asshole near the end.
Can you believe Micah Sin has enough influence to challenge the Kingpin?
It's never shown. It's just said basically.
It should not be a gang war. That should have been a slaughter.
It would have been cool though in the Spidey gang war if like they defeat the Kingpin. But then Spidey and Daredevil was like, wait a second, there's still one left. And then Daredevil, and Spidey's like, what is it, Daredevil? And he's like, my radar sent it. Oh my god.
Oh god, no. Spider was married at this point, so he's like, run home, Peter. Hide Mary Jane.
Don't let her near your wife. Trust me. He's like, oh shit. I mean, like, the Micah Sin progressively gets fatter each time you see him in the comic book.
It's got to if he wants to rival Fisk.
It's just the attention to detail. I always thought it was sad that besides Night, in Asylum and City, you can never just wear the bat suit without it damaged.
Oh, I know, mate.
Especially City.
How pristine. It just, when it looks good, you know what I mean? When it's clean.
City has no excuse because they have additional suits.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
But none of them are like
you
battle
can even select
clean.
The battle damage one, or like the normal suit, which is battle damage. Do you think they'll just have an option where it's like, okay, do you want it damaged or clean?
Yeah, the model's in there.
Yeah, it's in the challenge maps.
They could even have like levels of it, because like the first thing that happens in City is you get shot by Two-Face in it.
Yeah.
And then like as the game goes on, it gets more damage. You could have like phase 1 where it's just got the bullet shot in it. The model exists.
Yeah, I mean, it's just annoying because it's something simple that you think should have been there.
Yeah.
But I
And the
think
ninth suit goes to, like we say, goes to like MCU. It gets too real. It abandons the trunks. The perfect suit is the Arkham Knight version of the post City suit, like the first one he's in.
You could tell it's got armor to it, but it's not over the
but
top.
It still looks like pure comic book Batman.
And he's got the trunks.
Yeah, I don't ask for
He's
much.
got armored trunks. That's insane. You must have like Micah Sin around.
Did you notice during that final Scarecrow hallucination where you're walking Batman down the corridor to his death? You can still, if you've previously answered the riddle of Aaron Cash's office with his photograph of his family, if you go up there as Joker, it's still Aaron Cash and his family, and I expected more. I expected Rocksteady. They could have had Aaron Cash's family, but Killer Croc instead of Cash.
Funny as.
Talk about attention to detail, but they missed this one.
Doesn't even like Croc make a joke about the fact he's bitten his hand off?
Yeah. Always rips him about his hook. How did Killer Croc go from what we saw in Origins to this? We never see him do gangster mobster stuff in this. He's purely all about eating people.
I do love how he's got like actual dress pants and Origins.
He's in like pants? Gangster suit. Yeah, he's in like gangster pants, isn't he? If you know what I mean.
It is weird because like Killer Croc, even if his mutation got worse, it just doesn't feel natural.
No. And then when he returns at night and he's been messed with by Iron Heights and he's pure lizard.
He's got a tail?
Yeah. He's got a tail and he's got like a 6-pack but also a big gut.
Yeah. It's so stupid. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, we'll get to that when we do Night, but it's just... There's so much about, especially the designs, it just doesn't make sense from each game.
Yeah, going from one to the next just messes.
I do like that for City, like Joker was just Joker from Asylum, but dirty. That was like the only difference.
Yeah.
It's still the exact same suit.
Literally, like, and then even in Night, it's got the same like flower on his chest, and it's only Harley really that changes. As we said, Poison Ivy's still wearing her Arkham Asylum inmate uniform in Arkham Knight, which was a year and a half after the asylum got shut down. She's not got any other tops.
Do you think? Well, what is your favorite Poison Ivy design?
This one, Asylum.
From Asylum.
Yeah,
it is nice. I will say.
Out of the games, do you mean, or do you mean in general?
Just in general. In general.
I think it's cool in like the animated series. In her first episode, she hasn't yet got the green skin and that. She's a human who uses plants rather than a hybrid.
That one of those scenes I feel like was my awakening as a child.
A lot of the time, they just like draw a nude and then put a leaf over a nipple, don't they, and call it a day.
Yeah. What was Tim Sale's design? She's like a tree.
Yeah, in Long Halloween, she's literally
just a fucking tree.
Yeah.
I do think. I mean, what could be the ending question for today?
Why were there no supervillains in Blackgate who got transferred over to?
Wait, what?
Go on. Like, if Blackgate's burned down and all the men have been transferred from Blackgate, all the thugs, where's, like, Penguin or Black Mask?
I mean, like, it is weird because Penguin does have the poster, and then he looks nothing like that in the next game.
True.
Black Mask's mask is there.
Yeah, his mask is here, but how have they got the mask off him? I thought it was melted onto his face.
Well, in Origins, it's not. It's weird.
It's not in Origins, but I assume that was before they got melted onto the stage.
Even just like I said this in one other episode of the Threats and Menaces podcast, which you should all watch, by the way, every single episode, every single
Every
second.
episode. Oh yeah.
In Amazing Spider-Man 1, the game, how there's like the photo ops, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't get to fight Vulture or Sandman or Mr. Negative, but here's a bench where he sat at it. It's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Do you want to fight Mr. Negative? No, he's a bench. Do you want to fight Vulture? No, he's his feathers on a rooftop. Okay. Do you want to fight Sandman? Oh, here's a sand pit that's swirling.
A random swirly sand pit.
You don't get them, but you get Alistair Smythe.
4 different Spider Slayer robots.
He's inside in the game. Will Rob?
I know, yeah. What the hell? It's a key part of his identity.
My ending question was going to be what was your favorite, or one of your favorite lines from the whole game? It could be like a funny one or just a cool
in the
quote.
challenge maps on one of the halfway, like the quick checkpoints where it tells you how good you're doing. Joker goes, "Come on, guys, he's just one man. One man armed to the teeth and dressed like a lunatic. Go get him."
Yeah, Joker's always got something up his sleeve that's just funny as fuck in this game. I don't think that one where he's just saying like, what is it you fear? And like, me and a thumb is always it's always funny. Or I did find it really funny when he's like just borderline racist to Cash. He's just like, what you saying, Holmes, or something like that.
Yeah. Using street speak on out of the Cash.
And then Cash just tells him, he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass next time I see. I think, yeah, Joker's just too funny in this shit.
Yeah, he wins, definitely, mate. Great game. Any final words? Because I cut you off last time when you're halfway through your threats.
Oh no, it's almost 4 a.m.
Christ.
So I think we can maybe just quickly say, like before, what's coming up for your channel.
Yeah, sure. So I figured out when this one comes out, we should be 3 weeks into October. So
I don't even have tomorrow planned.
Oh, so your Green Goblin video obviously smashed it as usual.
Tomorrow, as of recording it, it's going to be not tomorrow anymore. In 4 hours.
Nice.
4 to 5 hours. Yeah, the Green Goblin one. Finally,
and you're planning a Daredevil spectacular, aren't you?
I'm considering Born Again.
Ooh.
But there's something about the Bendis run as well that I really liked. But it's just
I'll
so
be
long.
reading Born Again in
I don't want to sit there.
Yeah, it's a saggy.
Because it's set during Christmas, isn't it?
I'll be reading Born Again in Christmas because I'm doing all the times Marvel heroes fought Santa Claus. There's the guy, Turk's partner, dresses like Santa and stabs Matt.
Yeah.
Scarlet Spider fights a gang of Santa Claus bank robbers.
She-Hulk and Sensational She-Hulk team ups with Santa Claus, I think.
Oh, I'll be having that one, certainly. And then the last one, I've forgotten. I think I'm sure it'll come back to me. But currently, we'll be halfway through October. And either the Superman Vampire one or the Simpson Halloween special would have come out by now for me.
I don't even know if I'll do a Halloween thing.
I've done 6 this year.
I don't know about the UK, but in here we don't really celebrate Halloween.
We don't really. I didn't get anyone knocking last year, which is how I like it. But I do like the general feel of October, you know what I mean? The leaves start going a bit.
Creepy one. Maybe a Moon Knight story maybe for Halloween. I feel like there's definitely a creepy Moon Knight one.
Oh, there'll be something, mate. I know there's a few Doc Strangers.
Oh man, I wanted to for Halloween or for a convention, I wanted to dress up as Matt Murdock. Because it's so easy. You just need a suit, a walking stick, red glasses, red wig, and a billy club or something if you want to go that extra mile.
Sick.
And if
I like them. Go on.
I was just if I ever do whenever I get to the Daredevil video, because I still got to do like before I had to do the two members requested videos, but now I got the fucking ASM and USM releasing an issue. Like for God's sake,
Yes, both come out the same week. Grim for
it's just
amazing.
like, oh great, you gotta stay in my room for another week making those videos.
Why have
But whenever
Marvel
I
done
get
that,
to
mate?
Daredevil,
Why have they released Amazing the same week as Ultimate when they know Ultimate's
yeah,
been kicking its ass?
they're asking for it. Daredevil is issues 1 to 6 for Daredevil Yellow.
Oh, 6, that's a
Uh,
trek. I normally
yeah,
top
it
out at
is.
4.
I did Spider-Man Blue. How much? I mean, how many issues was Spider-Man Blue? 1 to 6.
Oh, there's precedent then.
I think I did a different sort of video for that, which got barely any views. But if I do get to Daredevil, I could easily do an intro from Matt Murdock.
Nice. I
Oh,
like them
best
cosplays that are like the Peter Parker, but like his spider sense is going off, so half the face is the mask.
Oh, it's
You
cool
seen
as.
them? They're clever, them.
Oh, I could put like a radar sense thing behind my head. I've been planning it. Like I've literally been planning it for like a few days now of just like how to sort it all out. Because I'm pretty sure in Australia, where I'm at, the conventions
Yeah.
are done for the year, which is pretty sad.
We've got
But
one
for
in
next year,
February that we're considering going.
is it a Comic Con or is it just a like a normal sort of comic convention?
Well, let me say this. We thought it was there's one on the 1st and 2nd of Feb that I thought, my wife said it was Comic Con. She wants to go. I've now found out it's anime and gaming con, and the only anime that I know is Dragon Ball. So I'm like, I don't know, I don't really fancy going that. But apparently there's also a Comic Con on the 9th and the 10th of November. So I might
It's
try
weird.
that.
Oh mate, I was so upset because granted the show was a bit dog shit, but the Titans live action show, all
Yeah.
the actors were in Australia like this month. But they were in like Brisbane and shit like that, and like they have Comic Cons over there, but there was nothing here.
Oh,
And I was
how
so
far? I
upset
know
because like,
Australia's pretty bloody big. How far away is Brisbane from you?
oh, it'll be a long drive, at least a couple
Oh,
days. But like
Christ.
it'd also be like I feel like a couple hour plane flight.
Oh,
But everyone
then
goes
yeah.
to Sydney. I'm like, come on, stop going to Sydney. Give me something. It's sad because like I love the Nightwing actor, so to meet him would have been sick.
Oh yeah, he looked the part, didn't he?
Yeah, and when they wrote him well, he acted like Nightwing.
Ooh.
Oh, we got one in April, in early April. There's a Comic
Ooh.
Con and Gaming Melbourne one.
Nice.
Come on, boys. I got till
Who's
April to
going?
get it all sorted.
Who was? Let me find out who's going this November one for Liverpool to see if it's worth it.
I was saying to my dad, dress up as Kingpin, but I don't think he's gonna go for it.
That's like I remember thinking when X Men Origins come out, how rude to get cast as the Blob. Like you turn up for a role, and they go, who you'd be good as the fattest comic book character ever. It's like,
Especially if he like didn't pick for the Blob, like he was like originally playing for like someone shredded.
he's auditioned for Sabretooth and they've went. Okay, so apparently at this Liverpool one coming up, Voldemort. Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, it's all Harry Potter and like knobheads. Who's this guy? Yeah, literally, it's like to the point where Ron Weasley's dad is going. I don't want to meet them.
Trying
I
to
don't know
find
half these people. So Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan's going there.
Apparently, he's coming to Liverpool. Okay, why didn't they just make him Captain America?
Oh yeah, it's.
Or Luke
I mean,
Skywalker? He does look like a young Mark Hamill, doesn't he?
if they were gonna go for some sort of like, for some reason they just don't want Cap to be Cap,
Yeah.
make it Bucky at least.
Felicia Day, have I heard of it? Don't know where. Don't know him. Don't know him.
Find who's coming to Australia.
Elliot
no one?
Page
Oh.
is coming to Liverpool.
I saw
Brandon
something
Ruth from the Atom himself is coming to Liverpool. He was Superman too, wasn't he? Oh, from The Boys. Erin Moriarty from The Boys, but she doesn't look like I'd want to meet her now. Maybe the one from season 1, but no, they've used the season 1 photo though. She doesn't look like that anymore at all, does she?
No, she doesn't.
That's grim. Imagine like you go to meet her there.
You feel like catfish.
Now Jetta, do you know who that is?
Who's that?
PS4's Miles Morales.
Oh my god. Is Yuri Lowenthal there?
No. I don't think
How
I'll go
could he?
after all, you know. He's not.
What a fake fan.
What a fake fan. Who's Morales? I don't know these people.
I still can't find like anything.
And anyone listening to this may just going, who's this? I don't know this. I'm not saying the names. John Barrowman, didn't he just pussy out of like SAS? That was this week. John Barrowman, I think he's from Doctor Who or something, but he was in Arrow as the bad guy.
I love that photo of the actor for Flash, like doing the peace sign, like on Green Arrow's grave. Yeah. It's funny.
I don't watch a lot of telly and I don't recognise many of these people. Oh, Chucky's going. You know, the doll.
Oh, you just the doll?
Oh, Dogpool's going.
No fucking way.
It will cost me £30 to take a selfie with Dogpool.
Kill it now.
Oh, Jensen Ackles, Red Hood himself, is going.
Oh, he's sick.
He's boss. No way, there's someone
and
cool.
He's done Batman?
I've went through the whole list, I think, and only Jensen Ackles and Sebastian Stan would I be interested in saying hello to.
Well, Jensen Ackles is like Red Hood, Batman, Soldier Boy.
He should have been Red Hood, like in live action, dude. He went for Halloween once, didn't he? As Red Hood, and it looked spectacular.
He's cool. I love Jensen Ackles. Would you want him as Batman, or do you think it's too like?
No, it might be quite cool actually. I did like him as Jason Todd in the Under the Hood.
Yeah,
I think he could do a good go. He's got the chin for it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. Well, we said before that one actor in the Arkham Origins one. I forgot his name. Was it Alan Richardson or something? Like he would be great Batman.
Yeah, he was Dove or he was Hawk in Titans.
He was the red one. Which one was the red one? Hawk?
Alan Richardson. Hawk was like the villain in Armageddon 2001 as well. The twist villain, because people figured out Captain Atom was going to be the villain. He's huge.
This is the Comic-Con from this year.
Yeah.
We had Jodie Whittaker from Doctor Who.
The female Doctor. I've never watched Doctor Who in my life. I've never thought it looked interesting. Where was this? Melbourne?
Yeah, this was in April. This was this year, April. Emily Bett Rickards was in the Arrowverse.
Oh, that's the annoying one, isn't it? That's his girlfriend who like took the show over. Abramovich.
Ivana Lynch. Oh, they had Karen. I can't pronounce her last name. She was in The Boys. She was the Asian one.
Oh yeah.
I would have liked to meet her. That's sick. Tim Burns from Mad Max.
Was this Supernova?
Yeah.
2024. Got you. Comic
Con. The guy from Greece, Barry Pearl.
From Greece?
That one guy from Greece is like trying to milk it. Like he's going. I remember he went to like all over the place just trying to get some like fans to meet him.
Oh, Tamara Morrison was there, dude. Boba Fett.
Phil Lamar, who did Jon Stewart in the Justice League show. That would be
everywhere. He was Samurai Jack.
Neil Fanning. The Nut Farm.
The Nut Farm. Dude, a Power Ranger. 2 Power Rangers. 3. Right, 4 or 5. All the Power Rangers turned up. Jennifer Hale, she was Black Cat in the 90s.
Oh wait, was she there? Did I miss Jennifer Hale?
Yeah, she's
Oh my
appeared.
god, Jennifer Hale! Oh, I would have loved to meet Jennifer Hale.
Greg Berger, we were talking, he was Mysterio. Greg Berger from Mysterio and Craven from the animated series. That's mad, we were talking about him yesterday. And Galactus, yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe I missed this one. Jennifer Hale's sick.
Mike Zeck. There's a comic, an actual comic person got named. It wasn't just actors.
I love how this Arkham one's just it's a Comic-Con guest. That's what you get here at Panel Pal.
Mate, the inmates are running the asylum now.
The Comic Hour podcast was the asylum. Now it's the Panel Pal.
Smashing, mate. So yeah, I'm having second thoughts about going to the November 2024 Liverpool Comic Con now. No one, what was it? There was 2 people I think would have been interesting to meet, and that's about it.
Yeah, I just go for the comic, like just to see what I can buy there. That's pretty much all I'd care about.
Yeah.
It would feel awkward though, because
there's little markets around ours that have like old issues.
Oh, really?
Like if you fly, you can like, but it's like funky ones. Like they won't have a lot of Spider-Man, but they'll have a shit ton of Falcon.
It was that one weird kid that collected Night Thrasher.
The 90s coolest anti-hero.
Night Thrasher and Nighthawk.
No. Who will win the night? Coming up on Panel Pals.
Moon Knight comes through.
More Spider-Man the animated series.
Oh, bloody hell. We got heaps, I can't wait.
Arkham City at some point, of course. And have you got anything?
I'd like to think maybe Spider-Man games as well soon.
Oh, yeah, mate.
I don't think it'd be fun to do like I said before, the Shattered Dimensions. We go through like all the ultimate levels or all the 2099.
I'd be happy to do that.
Demonic come. I love when he says that.
Demonic come. That is actually, that game, I think, did a cracking job inventing villains. Hobgoblin 2099, Doc Ock 2099, and Noah Hammerhead
Doc Ock
are all
sort of just the female Doc Ock.
Yeah, it was. What's her name? Carolyn Trainer.
When she's like saying how impressive it was, and he's like, meh. What do you mean, meh?
Yeah. Hands are up to these, but even though I don't think that's how Miguel would act in the comic.
He's too cheery.
But we'll get to that.
This is me, and I'm looking good while doing it. Something like that. It's like that. No.
He should have been like, what the shock does this old bat want me to do? I don't work. That's why
Daniel Barnes is way better.
Yeah, he was. He was hardcore, mate. Miguel is pissed off all the time. And he's just another Peter in Shattered Dimension.
Val Kilmer was in fucking Edge of Time.
He was. Batman Forever was in Edge of Time as the baddie.
It's how it all links together.
He lost. It's like
after the events of Batman Forever, he lost his Bat credit card, so then he became the evil Arkham boss.
Wayne Enterprises became Arkham.
It's all coming together now.
After he lost Alfred, he starts looking into time travel to get him back.
So, because here at the Panel Pals, like we said last time, there is no universe. It's just one big thing.
Yeah, it's just, it all blends. How would Spider-Man have got on in Arkham Asylum? Let me tell you, he would have solved the problem in 5 seconds.
Would have punched the glass.
He would have shattered the glass in one. That bit where Joker's on top of the cage and he's like, go on, do it. batarang me off
Web it.
this and end this now. Spidey just webs him. Piece of piss.
Even just like Batman struggling to break the glass. He stops. Stop. Why would you stop?
The second the Joker was like about to make his move, Spider Sense would have went off and Peter would have been in there.
That's the thing. People always go like, "Oh, no, Spider-Man would struggle against Batman's rogues gallery." No, he won't. He would.
I hate that.
He'd kill all of them in 2 seconds.
He would handle them. It's because people just bomb Batman and they're like, "Huh, only Batman can handle the ventriloquist."
Mate, I have this T-shirt I got from ASOS, which is really nice with Spidey, and on it says, "Never has anyone fought such merciless foes as ... the amazing Spider-Man." It's got Spidey crawling on the shirt. Looks sick.
Ooh. They always go the other way as well, don't they? Like, they'll never say... No, they'll always say, sorry, it's always Spider-Man would die, but Batman could handle Electro, Rhino, Carnage, Green Goblins. No. It's so the opposite. It's ridiculous. And I love them both. But come on, mate. You think the Joker would kill Spider-Man?
I think that's the
Batman
difference, though, is
when you like
both characters, you use your brain, and the ones that just like Batman don't use their brain, and vice versa.
Yeah, it's not a war. It's fine. We can all like what we
could go through in this game alone. Scarecrow has to stab you with the toxin. Oh no, except at one point. Why don't he just use that more often? Where he just puts into the air.
Exactly. Just aerosol can and spray him.
Spidey would know not to walk there because he could sense the gas.
It's sense it. It's it. Batman can see it. You can see this brown gas
do you like
coming
how
out.
He starts to cough though.
Yeah, it's good detail. Like,
but then Spidey
Joker wouldn't have got out of intensive treatment or whatever the original building is.
Yeah. And then Bane. This Bane, I feel like Spider-Man's fucking stronger than.
Easily.
There's that one in the annual issue. I forget if it's annual 1 or 2, but Stan Lee literally says, like, this is these Marvel heroes are stronger than Spider-Man, and he's still a teenager. Imagine when he grows up.
Thor and Iron Man, like the top. I thought you were going to say that.
It was
in
Thor.
One of the annuals. I thought you were going to say. Go on, yeah.
Hulk, Namor, Hercules, I think.
Like people known for just strength.
Yeah, like gods. It's like
he's not Spidey's got that strength and everything else. He's unstoppable. I thought you were going to say Stanley literally says in one of the annuals that Spider-Man would beat Bane. It's like what a dig. Just randomly goes.
Your character's shite and mine's better in fashion.
Hey, Bill Finger. Suck this.
It's like in Simpsons when the kids with his Batmobile, he gets the thing figure and just smashes it in. He's like, look, it fits.
It's like, hey, congratulations, great game, Batman Arkham Asylum. Spider-Man would have kicked all their asses. Do you think it's funny how you have a character called the Scarecrow and we have a character called the Scarecrow? DC's like, yeah, but ours debuted in like 1941 and yours wasn't until 1963. Stan's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
What do you think they're smoking over there in DC?
Distinguished competition.
Have they ever been to the zoo? Says Stan Lee to Jack Kirby as he's forcing Jack to his 50th zoo trip in the week.
As he's like packing up for the night, a bat flies past the window and Stan's like, "Oh my god, it's been done." That's pretty good.
It's like in Spider-Man 2, yeah. He goes to the zoo again. He just fucking sees. He just looks for anything now.
Goes to the countryside, sees a scarecrow.
Scarecrow man.
Stan, you've been working too hard. Let's go to the circus and have some fun. It's not a clown.
He goes and finds was it that the one that hypnotizes people with his group?
Hypno Hustler.
Yeah, no, the one from like in the Silver Age with like Spidey and Daredevil teamed up for the first time.
The circus of crime, mate.
The
The
Ringmaster.
ringmaster. Yeah.
Like Stan Lee's like he's used all the animals possible, so he's just looking at the convenience store and he goes, orange juice. Oh. It's like Jack Kirby's like, what the fuck is he on?
Jack's like, I'm leaving. That's it. I'm going.
Jack, you gotta draw an orange juice box. But yeah.
They're looking at the night sky, and Stanley and Jack go. He's like trying to keep him calm. And he goes, "Look, Stan, that constellation's called Orion." And Stan's like, "Oh my god, Orion of the new gods." Jack's like, that one's actually pretty good. I'm taking.
It's like Stan Lee was like the Jack Kirby. Essentially, we're like, oh, this is taking an eternal amount of time. It's taking an eternity. Jack's like, say that again.
Say that again.
The Eternals, boom, fails. Can't get cancelled in like 10 issues. I always did think it was funny how people who hate Stan Lee and love like Kirby or Ditko just ignore the fact that when Kirby would do his own solo thing and get cancelled.
Yeah.
Like the Eternals was his love child and it just got fucking canned.
Just mad because it's a sick idea as well.
Yeah. I do love that the film just killed the value of that book again.
Yeah, Christ.
But after another 40 minutes, I think I'm just off topicness. We have
it's
been
fine.
We have been your pen pals.
We have indeed.
And make sure that the Joker doesn't kidnap you, or else you're going to be in for a surprise when you wake up and see him in a thong.
If you're going to get kidnapped, make sure it's Harley or Ivy.
Yeah. Because they're women, and women are good.
Yes.
Says the incel. No.
Huh. Catwoman doesn't really go for kidnapping, sadly.
No. Drat.
That scene in Batman Returns, mate, where Christopher Walken's like, Selena Kyle, and she rips off the mask and her hair is like wild. That does it, mate. That's it. That is perfect. Cut the film.
It's like Tim Sale type shit as well. It's like this when you draw.
Beauty. Yeah. That's weird, isn't it? How like Poison Ivy just like does blend in with the leafage, the foliage.
Yeah, I hate that. It's cool, but I hate at the same time that one page of all of them there, like all the villains, and it's like Poison Ivy just looks so shit.
I do love his Joker though. How he's always like inhuman smile. It's crazy.
He's got like 5,000 teeth.
Yeah, and they look like piano keys, don't they? Rather than teeth, they're massive.
Imagine him getting punched though. That fucking hurt.
Yeah, like your fist if you jaw him wrong, won't it?
Even if like you knock his teeth back, you got a chance of killing him just from the sheer velocity of how many.
Batman punches his teeth and the rest, like they all vibrate for like 10 minutes. For that one.
Yeah, it takes down Daredevil.
Yeah, the noise.